All right, let's do this. Happy Thursday night, fellow wrenchers. Thanks for joining the stream tonight, man. Got some cool projects, some stuff I've been putting off a little bit, and stuff I honestly just have never tackled before. So you're going to see first effort at a couple of things tonight, which will be fun. So either I'm going to screw it up and it'll go miserably terrible, or things are going to work out and we'll get right where we want to go. Got people in the chat. Jason, great point. Hit that like button. It really does help out the stream. And the other thing that really helps out the stream is your comments. So get in the comments, start the conversation, man. We're going to have a nice group of people here tonight. I think it's going to be awesome. Guys, I didn't check my browser, so I just need to upload my browser real quick. I'm always going to forget one stupid little detail before I start out these streams. So I need to just get this stuff lined up here. Oh, there's that. There's that. What a mess. What a mess. All right, we'll go to the browser here in a bit. Guys, the YouTube channel is absolutely killing it right now. We are, let's see, 9,260 subscribers, well on our way to the 10,000. Let me see if I can get this browser thing figured out here real quick. Let's do a window capture. It doesn't want to do it. I'm going to remove a source. All right, I'm going to add a source. I'm going to try this one more time. Sure would hate to do the stream without doing all of this. So we'll restart. There we go. Bam. Got it. Oh, I'm getting good at this stuff, everybody. I'm getting pretty good at this stuff. We can just bring that browser window out just a little bit more, and we'll be in business. We'll be in business for the night. It's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. Been looking forward to the stream all week, really. So we're doing good, but check this out. Super, super, super excited about the growth on this YouTube channel. And again, you know, 10,000 was the goal by the end of the year. I'm pacing a little bit short, so anything that you can do, you know, to help push this stuff out there and run towards the finish line on that 10K is going to be amazing. Let's see. Look at these videos here. Painting Krylon Chrome Spray Paint. This was the worst video in the whole series. 789,000 views. How to polish rusted chrome. 770,000 views. And I've got these two really old videos that I did way back in the day. 282, 140,000. And the motorcycle stuff starts to kick in there. Can you believe this polishing aluminum video has 72,000 views? How to clean and polish engine fins, 57,000 views. Absolutely incredible. If you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Please go to keeponwrenching.com. Sign up for the newsletter. 2022, I'm going to get on the newsletter and start doing some pretty cool stuff. Got some cool ideas on the way I think you're going to want to be involved in. And then also, if you haven't already, go request that free sticker. All right, go request the free sticker and get that stuff going on. All right. So rockin' and rollin' here. Here's the projects for tonight. Okay, here's the projects for tonight. Over here, I'd like to get polishing on those brake hubs. Okay, and they need to be stripped. That clear coat needs to be stripped. I got a bunch of it off. Basically just by giving it a bath, but there's a lot in there and I need to get in there. So I'm going to give the citrus strip a try, get that set. I don't know if we'll actually get going, you know, get at it too much. I have no idea. We'll see how far we get. But I also remember on the last live stream, we threw that wheel in the Evapo-rust. We threw the wheel in Evapo-rust right back here. And wanted to go look. I haven't really looked at it. I looked at it really quick. This is a really roached wheel, so this is a really good test for that. And then the other part that I want to get into tonight are dealing with the forks. I'd love to get the forks on the CB77 Super Hawk squared away and ready for reassembly. I still have to do some paint, but check this out. Making progress on parts. We're really close to paint. I'm on like final kind of cleanup, and yeah. I'm getting really, really close. Got a new camera over here, so I've got to get used to the new mount. But yeah, Bondo work. That is what I'm kind of working with here. And lots and lots of parts. If there is one weakness in my game, guys, is Bondo. I am miserable with Bondo. Absolutely miserable with Bondo. I need to get better. I need to get better with all of that. Jason, hey man, I never would have thought brushing the snow off a few cars would be worth 30,000 views. It's crazy what flies, right? It's crazy. It's crazy what flies. You can throw random stuff. I've worked really, really hard on some edits, you know, like the wiring videos and stuff like that. And, you know, they just aren't a broad enough thing. They just don't catch on. I did a ton of videos early back in the day. My first video, I don't know if I've ever shown this on stream. Let's see, let me go into here, let's see if it's still up there. Videos, and let's go all the way to my first one. You got to scroll for a while because I think it's up to like 400 stinking videos at this point. Oh man, like it's just a blast from the past every time I scroll through these videos. It's incredible. Let me just see. I want to see if I can find my first video. Yeah, I got into playing darts for a while. Made a bunch of random stuff. I played a ton of DayZ back in the day. And here we're getting into the first stuff. GoPro Hero 2 came out. This is actually 11 years ago. This AnySpot wireless lav mic. This is what I'm using on the stream.
Squarespace lets you run your...
Let me see, mute this. Check this out. This is the mic I'm using 11 years ago. Taking a look at the receiver for the Galaxy Audio AnySpot wireless lapel mic system. Really slick. Two plugs. You've got the red one. It goes right up to the audio in on the ZI-8, and secondly, you have your head. That is the mic set that I use on the live stream, and here is my first video. 709
Well,
views.
you've heard of all these reports around there, visibility in blizzard conditions down to zero, especially out in the open country. We're down to less than a block
cold,
here in the Fargo-Moorhead area, and we have a life-threatening situation out there with this blizzard.
Really cold.
It's actually deteriorating as we speak. Our winds are gusting now between 40 and 50 miles an hour with heavy snow.
Blizzard 2008. You haven't experienced cold if you haven't experienced Fargo cold.
It's hard to say, but I can't believe they could get any worse than they are. But by golly, we've got visibility whiteout conditions here, even at the studio right here in town, as I just looked out a short while ago, and this will continue through the
Remember that Subaru? I had that Subaru for a long time.
Heavy snow making its way in from the
Subaru
south.
had made many
extending from
many trips into the video series.
That will move through the Fargo-Moorhead area, parts of the southern and central Red River Valley.
A little stroll down memory lane here, feeling a little nostalgic tonight, everybody.
From the Park Rapids.
Look at this. Oh man, I left North Dakota.
Over towards Duluth. So I would imagine that
winters out here in Michigan are a breeze, a breeze and a half.
From Fargo-Moorhead right now, whether
This thing
it's north,
just
south,
ripped.
east, or west, just about impossible out there with these.
So what's the
visibilities
coldest
down to
temperature
zero.
that you have
Next
ever
thing,
experienced?
Of course, we have these very bitterly cold.
Let me know in the chat.
Below 40, below zero.
What those people are trying to
It
do.
won't take you long to freeze to death out there today, as we're going to continue to see those plummet through the afternoon. Our temperatures are falling off through the afternoon. We're down to 11 below zero with a wind chill at 43 below, and whiteout conditions now here in the Fargo-Moorhead area at times. And those
The snow, I remember that storm.
Well, even the little critters are not liking this blizzard.
If anybody needs to know how bad it is out there, it's so bad that even the wild animals do not want to be outside. My husband had come in from outside, and at some point, a weasel had snuck in our door.
Earlier this afternoon, he came across one motorist who was stranded in a snowdrift on Highway 10 in Glendon. The woman was only wearing a blue jean jacket and ill-prepared, and he said it was lucky somebody came along because there's winds out there. Paul, I can vouch for what Lieutenant said there. It literally takes the breath right out of you when you're out there, and those winds are so strong and so cold, you wouldn't last very long at all, even if you're dressed for the weather, if you can't even do that today.
Pretty crazy. That was nuts. Sorry, I didn't mean to watch that whole damn thing, but it was cold. -19 lab rat. Jason, -40.
Hey everybody, at BB Batson here. It is sandblasting day.
Here, gotta pause that. There we go. Let's see who else. I love the cold weather stuff, man. OG, right. A friend of mine in the Air Force was stationed in Elmdorf in Anchorage, Grand Forks. He said Grand Forks is way colder. Totally, dude. Crazy thing, I had a business trip. I had to go to Fairbanks, Alaska. And Yeah, man, it was middle winter there. It was cold, and everybody thought it was really cold. But when I was up there, I was like, no, this is a little different. Fargo was way, way colder at its peak for sure. My grandmother's middle name is Zero. It was -17 below the day she was born. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, cold is crazy. Don't be like that lady with the jean jacket. Don't want to be doing that. All right, time to get to work. Got a couple little projects here that I want to knock out tonight. All right, time to stop messing around. And I might even try to make a video here because I think one of the things I'm going to do tonight for sure is going to be kind of cool. So first, fork seals. I want to do it. I did one just to see how hard it was going to be. Fork seal on a 67 CB77 Super Hawk. All right, so we've got that one that we're going to have to deal with. This is the one I did. So this one's done. It can be done. No special tools required. So we'll get that going, and then we'll get that polished up. And the other one, the big one, the one I want to really take some time, due diligence, and be really, really slow with, is I want to get in here because I don't have it yet, but I have to replace this sticker. I've got an insert that I can put into this gauge, okay? I actually I ordered the wrong one. I just got excited that I had found these. So you can get a brand new sticker, got the wrong year. So I had to go back and order the new year because now I just absolutely have to get another Super Hawk with a late model gauge. That's the only thing, because now I got a sticker, right? Spent a few bucks on a sticker for this. And now I have to go and buy a bike. But it's going to be pretty sweet when it's done. It's going to be pretty nice, okay? But that's the wrong sticker, and I got them from RJ Cycle, okay? RJ Cycle, vintage motorcycles. It was an eBay store. If you go just to eBay and type I found the CB77. I think I typed in CB77 gauge decal or sticker. That came up. So RJ Cycle. That's where I got those from. If you're looking for one, it's going to be pretty easy. But these gauges are a little tricky. They're all crimped together, and you got to take them apart. But this RJ Cycles gave some really amazing tips. All right, I'd say maybe, I suppose he's saving money printing on one page, but boy, that font is really, really small. I'm struggling with it. But he gives some really, really nice tips on how to deal with this. And one of the tips I kind of want to make a video about because it's really smart. I wish I would have thought of that. So he's pretty darn good. So what do you want to do first? Let's do that. Do we want to, pound the hell out of a fork seal and get a new one inserted? Or do we want to, calm down, slow down, and get at this gauge? I'm going to hold out. My delay on the chat is just a little bit. So I know the chat takes a little while to come through. So what do you want to start with tonight? We could also jump over to the Evapo-rust, but right now let's do one of these. We're going to do fork seal or gauge. Gives me a chance to walk over here and get my coffee. Everybody's hanging out, man. Good to see people. Michael Bloom's in, Lab Rat's in, Jason's in, Don, you're in. Lots of people work. I can't believe how many people are working on old motorcycles. It's pretty incredible. What do we want to do? Fork seals or gauge? First person to let me know. That's what we're going to do. It's a choose your own adventure book tonight. All right. I kind of know what one I want to get into right away. Somebody Google Michael's question. What do we want? Gauge or fork seal? I go to the dice. How do they do with the dice? Oh man, I forgot about the damn dice. We could call all kinds of cool stuff with the dice. Huh, what the heck I do with those? That was an important part of the repertoire before. Do. Negative 90. No way. Is that what it is? Negative 90. Screw that. That's Celsius, though. I remember a negative 86. It was negative 86 with the wind chill in Fargo one time. I think it was during that blizzard. All right, nobody cares. Let's do the gauge. I'm going to do the gauge. And I think we're going to kind of film this a little bit, and I'll do like a fast edit, kind of. I've been finding the shorter videos are doing a lot better. Hey, Joe, how are you, man? All right, we're going to do a hot take right now. Give you guys a little insight on how to make a video here. Hey, everybody, at BV Metzen here. Is your old gauge looking a little worn out? Well, you can refurb that. It's a little bit of a process, but they do make stickers online, and they do make all fresh seals for these gauges too. So they can be a little bit of a challenge, but we're going to take a stab at it today. There's a nice, easy little 20-second take. And what I'm going to do is just kind of walk through what we need here, okay? We could, let's see, what's it say? Could be wrong. Gauge. Yeah, good. M3 chose perfectly. So here's the tip, the awesome tip that this guy gave me in this document, this RJ cycle, is that how these gauges are crimped in order to prevent them from starting to bend on this edge right here. What you actually can do is take a large clamp, hose clamp, and if you slide this along that edge like this and you tighten that down, it's going to prevent that cover from like bending over and ruining that nice cover there. So we're going to try that tonight on this gauge. I thought it was a brilliant. We'll take a really good look at that. All right, let's do this. All right, in order to get at that back panel of that gauge, you're going to need to get inside the gauge. You're going to have to remove this front cover, and in order to do that cleanly, check out this tip from RJ Cycle, super brilliant. A large hose clamp that fits around the face of that gauge is going to help you not destroy this bezel as you're starting to take it off. All right. So there we go. So now I can go to tripod mode on all of this stuff. Man, I'm kind of glad people are digging the cold weather talk, honestly. I do kind of like it. I enjoy it very much. What's everybody working on in the shop? It's kind of funny. I'm like getting confused with my cameras and like what I'm supposed to be really working on here. So I got too many cameras. All right, I'm going to go again. We're going to get this hose clamp on this thing. Hopefully my head doesn't get in the way. All right, so first things first, on this old gauge, on the CB77, there is a small gasket, metal gasket, that you're going to need to take off. All right, it's going to be kind of sticky in there. All right, but it will pull off just gently. I actually have a new one. I was able to source one. But if you can save yours, by all means do it. I believe that was $40 for a new gasket for this darn thing. You can see this one is really chipped up and really bad. So yeah, just got to kind of pull this off of there. Could use a little bit of WD-40 or something like that, just to kind of loosen things up. But there you go. Once you get that little cover off, this can go aside or you can retreat it. So it's pretty straightforward here. All right, on to the next step. I'm going to insert some photos and stuff into that when I edit, so that'll be nice and clean. But here's our gauge, and here is this crimp point down inside of here. Let's see if I can give you guys little bit better look. 'Cause I do kind of want to see if I can just edit a video live like that. It'd be kind of fun. I can give you kind of a bird's eye view of what I'm shooting here. Yeah, that'll work out really good. Joe's working on a CB350, troubleshooting the new handlebar dampers being wobbly. What comments came in on that, man? What comments came in on that? Did anybody throw any tips out there? That was a weird one. Yeah, there's just a little bit of like sealant. Trying to see if I can find the end of this crimp. See, there's this rubber sealant on here. I want to get that off, or at least break it free from the bottom of the crimp. Just like that. Just trying to get that stuff out of there. Just like that. All right, so I'll try and come over here and just film that real quick. All right, with this main seal out, just want to make sure that you clean out any kind of debris, or there is like a silicone or some sort of an adhesive here. Make sure that you clean out this channel real good, because what we're getting at here is there's a little lip. There's a little lip right here that we're going to need to bend out in order to get this face cover off. So this is going to be the big challenge here, guys. You know, getting this on here is going to prevent this. It's tough to show you. The crimp is like right here, right there. There you go. And what we don't want to do is destroy this edge of the gauge. So we don't want it to like start crimping up and putting little weird little indentations and stuff from being bent over. So that is going to be the challenge tonight. All right, so let's get this thing on. I'm going to just move this camera so hopefully everybody can enjoy from a good view. I think that works. Oh, Joe, comments were saying that they might be wrong, but it's common motor, which I trust. Like as far as the part, or excuse me, got a frog in my throat. There are two styles. Well, you would know. There's only one style, I guess, of fork that would go up in there. There's a one that either goes all the way through. Is there a damper on that? We might have to look into that a little bit. Maybe that'll be our riddle for the night. All right, time to protect this edge of this gauge bezel. You can see under here that we have a little lip right there, okay? And we need to fold that lip over. And while doing that, we don't want to destroy this edge of the bezel, okay? Otherwise, it'll create all these little ripples, and it's going to look really messy. So what you can do is take a long hose clamp, fit that over. It's got to be a pretty big one for this particular gauge. But get that hose clamp over on this and get it to fit just on the gauge all the way around. It's going to be a little tricky. I want a little bit more slack in this. I'm going to open this bad boy up. But now I can slide this over, and what we want to do is position this right on the bottom edge all the way around on this thing. It almost feels like you're safe cracking a little bit. Once you have it in position, you can go ahead and tighten up the hose clamp. And that is going to give you a nice little foldable space. All right, so this thing doesn't go crawling up and start spider webbing out. Before I get too tight, I'm just going to go all the way around. Make sure it's right on the bottom. I don't want any exposed side. I don't want to see any of the curve even. Just want to keep it right on there. I'm going to go to town. I think this is going to be perfect. There. All right. All right, I think that looks good. Let's keep going. So again, guys, I've never done this. First try for everything, right? So might as well do it on live stream. It's just how I roll. What says, hey, all, working on a 64 Vespa tonight, stripping bad paint down to the original. Got to do the Speedo on it too, so this is timely. Awesome, John, that's great to hear. Jacko, hello, BVM, and all the other distinguished folks. Hope everyone is very well and in good spirits. Great to be joining the live stream. Thanks, Brian, for streaming. No problem, man. Glad it could happen. Glad it could happen, man. We're up to 14 viewers tonight. Don't forget to go request that free sticker if you haven't done that yet. KeepOnWrenching.com. Info is right down there on the bottom. And be sure to hit that like button. It does help. And the more engaged you are in chat, the more it helps the channel as well. Okay? So that's important stuff. All right, back to work. I'm just going to grab a rag. You can probably hear it in my voice a little bit. I'm kind of like, oh, God, I don't want to screw this up. But I'm trying to work 2 camera angles here at once. In my videos, it's always nice to switch an angle, never use the same thing really over and over and over again. So I'll just get you guys a little closer to you. See, this actually worked out pretty well. All right. All right, the key is getting it started. All right, let's see if I can get this. All right, now it is time to start bending back this metal piece. And the key is to get it started. And what you don't want to do is start from the top of the gauge or the visible surface of the gauge, okay? We're going to be more and more gentle as we work our way around, all right? And we don't want to start on the top because if you have to get messy, let's have the messiness on the bottom of the gauge, you know, where nobody's really going to see that, all right? So quick tip for you on that one. You know, RJ Cycle, I've got to give RJ Cycle just a little bit of credit here because he gave great tips, some really wonderful tips in this. So from the bottom of the gauge, what we're going to do, I'm going to find our lip and we're going to just give it a gentle little bend. I'm going to rock my screwdriver back and forth just a little bit, and that is pried up. All right, I'm going to go down just a little bit more, just work my way edge to edge, and just start uncrimping this. Make sure my hands aren't in the way. Just kind of rock it and pivot your screwdriver and pull it out. Don't push super hard on this thing because, you know, if you got an irregular surface underneath, you could, you know, potentially crack the glass. And that's a whole other part that you've got to buy. So here's kind of what it's looking like, and you just got to go slow and easy. So yeah, so then I can just whip out my phone, do a quick time or a quick front video. Oops, there we go. This is kind of fun. This might be boring to you, but I think it's kind of fun. All right, so, and, okay. All right, so here's what we're kind of looking at. We're starting to peel this part back, all right? It's just a loop comes around, and we want to just slowly, slowly, slowly go all the way around edge to edge, take it about halfway around edge to edge, and we're going to get that thing starting to loosen up just a little bit. Cool. So then for this part, I'm going to just do like a long time lapse, and then we can get some work done, and we can talk and do what we need to do. Matthew's rocking the new shirt. Awesome, dude. Thanks for picking that up, dude. Getting those emails of like somebody who gets a t-shirt, man. It's just, it's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It's a good feeling to know that everybody's kind of getting in and supporting the channel and getting in. So thank you very much, Matthew, for doing that. Let's see, what else do we got here? Oh, shoot, I missed something here from Michael. My odometer reads 133 original miles. When I started digging into it, it was unhooked. No idea how many miles are really on it. So when I titled it, I had to put a discrepancy. Sucks. I wouldn't have told anybody. I don't know if I would have told anybody, man. That's just me. Just trying to make sure that my hands aren't in my video. Should be able to do this, because like the challenge too sometimes of making videos is keeping, you know, my hands out of the view, and sometimes the hands are like the most important thing to be in the right spot when you're doing certain things. All right. So this actually isn't too hard. This is actually pretty easy. I'm just kind of rocking it back and forth and pulling this apart. I think honestly the hard part is going to be putting it back on. Like getting this and like starting to tap this all back down. Oh, actually it won't be, because the clamp won't be there. That's right. So I'm just slowly working this around. I think this hose clamp is just brilliant. Sorry if I'm focusing a little bit here. Oh, and that snap wasn't the glass. Oh, shoot. The snap wasn't the glass. It was actually the screwdriver flipping over. I gave myself there a little heart attack there. Ah, shoot. I popped this thing off. That sucks. Got to redo it. Got to redo it, but it's coming out really good. Where are we at? You can kind of see. Focus. See it coming up there on the end? Just see it on the back side. There we go. Just slowly prying this thing up. I gotta get this this back in place. Get this back in place. Love me an original gauge. They can be saved. I love to save them. This, you know, I'm putting so much effort into the Super Hawk that I just can't justify, you know, putting this old worn head on it. I got to change that out. And plus, the owner of the bike actually specifically asked me about that. He's like, "Were you going to replace the decals or the paint on the inside of that speedometer?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I kind of like the vintagey patina." I could just kind of tell in his voice. He was like, no, why don't you? Well, this is showing me this pipe clamp doesn't necessarily want to stay in place. It's a pretty narrow edge. If you see how narrow that is, that I'm trying to catch on that. I guess I could just leave it like that. It's not going to hurt anything as long as it's all the way around. Just going to do that, because it's flopping all over the place. I'm just going to keep working my way around here. Oh. Yeah, what a design. I mean, I suppose this is so people can't go and mess with the odometers, right? All right, so I'm about halfway around on this side. I'm going to switch around. Actually, that'd be a good spot for me to do a quick little take on this. And like this. All right, here we are, working my way around. I've got about halfway around on the one side, and I'm just kind of working my way back up this side, and then we'll just keep slowly going, and hopefully we can get this thing to rock out. Rock out, man. Rock out. Kind of hitting two birds with one stone here, which I kind of dig. I'll get a video out. All right, let's go. Kind of focusing right now because I really don't want to mess this up. So I'm trying to watch chat here. JM, what are you using that doesn't mess up the original paint? That's a really good question, Lab Rat. That question actually flew through my mind as I read that comment or that chat. goo off and a light abrasive pad. Really? Huh. There we go. We're starting to work our way all the way around. I wish I could get like a really tight shot of what's going on. I guess I could zoom in on the video. All right, still going. It's a tedious process, but you want to take your time for sure. Again, I'm just kind of wedging my screwdriver in, kind of lifting up just a little bit, and just kind of pulling that metal out. The hose clamp is working really well. I can see it's like stopping this metal from bending too much. And I want to see if this will actually kind of slide off of there, or if we do have to go the whole way out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. I've never done this before, so this is a first stab at it. It's going to take some finagling, probably a little needle nose pliers to get in there. So go ahead, put the guard back on, just like this. Kind of hold it where I want it, tighten it up, and get back to prying that thing off. Fun. A tight shot that made me chuckle. I missed something here. Library, okay, goo off, tight shot. That made me chuckle. All right, we're gonna keep going. Go back to time-lapse mode just in case. And then usually over the time lapses, I'll do like a little voiceover or something and be like, wow, just take your time, everybody. Slow and steady wins the race. Boy, I sure love restoring these old parts. Nothing like bringing these old parts back to life. Yes, this is tedious. So far, so good. I think the rag underneath has helped kind of absorb a little bit, because I am naturally kind of pushing on this thing a little bit. It's starting to loosen up. I can feel it. Yep. Starting to loosen up now. Yep. Ooh, boy. All right. Just got this little ways to go here. Little ways to go. You know, if anything, I think that this little pipe clamp actually gives you a little bit of confidence. You know, because it's like, okay, I'm not going to like slip, you know, and drag out a big dent or anything. I love this idea. What was that again? JR cycles, motorcycles, something like that. We'll look at it. All right, let's get back in here. Let's start tearing into this. Yeah, I don't know if I would have even said anything. I mean, you're a good person for being honest, for sure. I'm not sure I would have. Yeah, it's starting to move around here a little bit. This top edge is definitely tedious, because the whole thing's getting a little looser now. All right, I think it's crimped. Whoops, sorry guys, I just bashed it in there. Should title the video Satisfying Motorcycle Restorations. I'll try it. Hell, I'll try it, man. Because like when I'm titling stuff like really, you know, strategically, they don't seem to work. So it's all good, man. All right, so now, let's see. I'm wondering, man, I wish Drew was here. I'm wondering if these little needle nose are gonna save the day on this deal, because I could get in here, Start pulling this back. Damn Skippy. Drew donated these needle nose to the stream years ago, or a year ago probably. Feel like I've been doing the stream for years, but I haven't. So yeah, Drew, these are going to go into good use. All right, let me get my camera set up. All right, I've got all the way around here. I've broken the gauge mostly free. You can see slightly it's moving around in there just a little bit. Now that you've got a little bit of a lip here, all right, you got a little bit of a lip, go grab yourself a little pair of needle nose and just, again, against the pipe or the hose clamp, okay? Use that hose clamp to your advantage. Grab the inside of the metal and give it a little pull out and get that thing kind of going 90 degrees. Because your crimp will get it up to a certain point, but you're going to have to go up a little bit more than that at that point. Just make sure your pipe clamp stays in position as you're doing this part. This is really protecting it, and it's making sure that we're not bending too far, I guess, if that makes sense. Ah, that's kind of a booger. Oh, it's really weird, like my thumb like started like spasming. What's going on there? Oof. Yikes, that was weird. All right, onward and upward here. Let's keep going. Ooh, God, what's going on with my thumb? Ooh, ow. David C. I shoot on my iPhone and I edit on my iPhone. I just use iMovie. So I shoot on iPhone, I edit on iPhone, I upload from iPhone. I optimize the videos for search on my laptop. But I do all the initial stuff right from my phone. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. That actually is, I have an old vintage ad like that, that says that hanging on our guest bedroom wall. It's kind of a cool one. It's like of a guy and a lady on like a moped. Looks like they're at like a horse track. Oh my God, my thumb is like spasming. What is going on here? That is bizarro. All right, here we go. I really just want to get kind of at that face tonight because I don't have the right sticker, but it'd be cool to be able to just like quickly go back into assembly. This is working really well with this pipe clamp though, because I can't go too far. It's working really well. I'm impressed with this. It's working really good. All right, just gotta keep crimping. Kind of reminds me of like opening an old can of sardines or something. Pat, yeah, in the video you won't see that clamp fighting me at all. It'll be like the easiest thing that ever happened. And then you guys can, then people watch it and they'll be like, this guy's an idiot. This guy's a liar. But I think honestly it's just the design of this particular gauge. This particular gauge is there's not much of a lip there to put it on. If it's like just a flat face, like one of the bigger ones, I wonder if I have one of those over there. We could try that later. I've got like 20 gauges. No joke, I've probably got 20 gauges. All different kinds and possibilities. Like I want to look at a 350 gauge here real quick because I know a lot of you are working on 350s. Oops. I think that these actually would be a lot easier, actually, because, so yeah, anybody need a gauge? Let me know. I got some gauges. Let's see, this looks like a 351. See how this is a lot flatter? See how much flat, it's super flat. And this one has like a rounded edge. So that's really, I think, what's fighting me here. But yeah, like here's our 350, I think, with that special beam, but really flat. So I think that's what's going on there. Yeah, man, I got gauges for days. I got too many damn parts. Got to get the eBay store going. Start funding this operation. All right, let's do another take. All right, just working my way around. And I'm just slowly crimping the rest of this cover against the hose clamp. And again, just crimping that to 90 degrees. It's a tedious process. It takes a while. Just be patient. You don't want to rush this, man. You don't want to break the glass. You don't want to cause a bunch of scuffs or marks on anything. But yeah, this is the ticket. It's going pretty smooth. Not an issue at all. There you go. That can be our little inside joke on that as I readjust the clamp again. I'm almost all the way around this. Almost all the way done. Should do a quick time lapse for an edit. Yeah, I was thinking about making a video a part of the live stream, just like make it a part, like maybe every night I make a video. I don't know. Hopefully, I think, is this interesting? Fezler, ring and rubber gasket on CB 500 550 are nightmare to remove and replace. Noted. I'll stay away from the 550s. All right. I'll work my way around this side. Just make sure I've got it. Like you want it at almost 90 degrees perfectly. So you don't want any binding points. Ooh, here's a whole corner that I missed. This is a really solid tip, though. This is a really good tip. I just feel so confident, and I know I'm not marring up the outside surface of that chrome ring. Or I shouldn't be. I don't see why I would be. All right, here's a quick little, I want to do another quick little take here and show a little tip that I just like literally noticed. Oh, that ain't gonna work. That'll work. And let's go video right here. All right, working my way to the home stretch, and what you're gonna see is I'm gonna run into a little bit of an obstacle here. I can't make a good crimp with this on place, so I'm actually just gonna take this this pipe clamp off. This thing has been rock solid, all right, like the whole time. So it's been pretty amazing. So I'm basically to this part where I'm not finished, like crimping right there. I'm gonna switch the actual gear to the other side so I can actually get at that a little bit better, okay? Just a quick tip for a first timer going through this. There we go. Hey, Tula Tom, good to see you, man. Good to see you. We're just working on taking apart this gauge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change my angle here. Again, just a little bit helps. Just make the videos a little bit fresher. And there you go. I got the hose clamp adjusted. Now I can go ahead and crimp the rest of this up 90 degrees. I'm going to check all the way around. Got a couple little spots that'll hang me up. Here's a little crimp mark right there I gotta get. Another one right here, another one right here. Just kind of bending that back. I think we might be free and clear. All right, exciting. So then we get to a big reveal moment. I always get kind of nervous about all this stuff because I never really know if it's gonna work or not. So I'm gonna just adjust, get myself a view that's gonna look cool. There's that, and then hopefully we'll see what happens, all right? All right, moment of truth. Go ahead one last time, remove the hose clamp. All right, we'll pull that hose clamp out. Thanks so much. Okay, I screwed up. I saw the chat. I looked up, I saw 21 viewers. I was like, thanks so much for watching the stream, and I forgot I was doing a take. All right. All right, with all that work done, we're going to go ahead and remove our hose clamp from around the gauge, set that to the side, and slowly start to work the face out. You might have a couple little hang-up spots, but I can already see this gauge starting to move. Just looking for any kind of little hang-up. I see one little hang-up here. What I'm going to do, if I find a hang-up, I'm not going to go to the ring. I'm just going to go ahead and use my screwdriver to just open this up just a little bit. As long as I'm not mucking with the ring on the other side, it'll be fine. Take your time doing this. So you don't want to like bend it or crack it. This is really old glass. So just take your time. We've made it this far without major incident. So just start working that last little bezel. I can see when I'm looking down at it like this, I can see like where I'm getting hung up just a little bit. I just need to bend that. And there we go. There we can totally start to feel this face coming off. Moved quite a bit. I'm hung up someplace over here. There we go. Got one edge up. Almost completely there. So we're just gonna grab that. Let's try and stay on this. Slowly try to pull this thing apart. Oh, I had it. This could be tragedy or hope. Pick. Really trying to be as gentle as possible here. I'm hoping that'll be able to just clean the glass. Yeah, but look at how nice that pipe, oh, here. Yeah, I'll stop. I can edit that all up. But look at how nice, you know, that the hose clamp really protected this edge. So that bleed, you know, so you didn't start getting all that crazy stuff on there. Where am I hung up on this? I think it's this corner. That corner, maybe just a little bit down in here. Yeah, perfect. Okay. I want to make sure I'm rolling. All right, it's there. It's just one, it's kitty wumpus someplace. If I do break the glass, I mean, you can buy the glass. So, you know, it's just another 20 bucks. I suppose you could cut your own piece too. Just getting hung up here. It's just this one freaking edge. I know I've said like one freaking edge like a million times, but it's like I think I could get it if I work the bottom edge over first and then pivot it up. It's really tight. Like this is like hermetically sealed. Like I found a can of spinach down at the bottom of the ocean or something. I'm just slowly trying to free this top. Oh, it's so close. Don't want to put, and it's hard because you want to just like start pulling on it, but there's a piece of glass in here that you don't want to break. It's over on all these edges. That's right here. There it is. It's this edge. That's what's holding me up. Go ahead and start working that around again. Just literally like one little piece at a time. And this, yeah, man, it's got to be freaking perfectly vertical to get this off. Like you can't have one crimp in that. got to be perfect. It's all kitty wampus. We can see it. There we go. We're getting really close now. We've got a lot of rocking action happening. I am just hung up somewhere. One little place is hanging me up. Don't want to go crazy and trying to go really slow. I think it's this lip. Look inside here. Yeah, it's that lip right there. Yeah, this is sweet though. This isn't as hard as, like, this is challenging. It's challenging, but it's doable, I think. Like, if you just go slow. These are really specific, man. I didn't anticipate it being this specific. I'm just going to go around the whole thing one more time from the inside, pushing inside out. I can see the edge, like as I flex it, it's really close. Just pushing this out. Ooh, that actually moved quite a bit there. That might have been the ticket. That might have been part of the problem. Saw that moves pretty good. Get in here. Can be done, ladies and gentlemen. It will be done. We're gonna do it. We're so close. As I trip over a box full of gauges. 23 viewers on the stream. Incredible, guys. Thanks so much. Hit that like button, share the stream, man. Record is 36. Oh, there it is. I got the top edge. Am I recording? Yep. And got the top edge. I'm going to slowly start working this around. Had it. There it is. Trying not to, you get excited, and it's like, oh, I'll just pull it apart. But I'm sure that this glass piece inside of there isn't super thrilled that I'm doing what I'm doing here. Okay, now I'm tight on this edge. Man, you gotta just walk this stuff back and forth a ton. After this, man, we should just do one of these 350 gauges. I got a junk one, and we'll just see like if it's easier to do on a 350 or not. Ooh, I got over half of it now. I'm trying to see if there's like a little bit of like a sealant. Doesn't feel like there is. Hung up on this corner. Man, thrilling live streams, right? I know, Douglas. Me too. There we go. Trying to stay in camera here. Got it. And there we go, everybody. Got that face exposed and the glass out. Fantastic. Okay, I can breathe now. Oh my God. Whoo, 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 whoo. Oh, thanks, Michael. I appreciate that, dude. That was crazy. Ooh, look at this. This just looks dirty, doesn't it? It looks like it's actually in really, really good shape. Look at that. This is actually in good shape. I wonder if it's just a little bit like oxidized, because that looks really, really nice. That looks really, really nice. And honestly, it's just the glass that's really, really dirty. All right, I gotta slow down because I'm making a video. And now I can go back. So now we've done all the hard work. Now I can go back to handheld and get the heck on with the deal. Whew. That was stressful. That was stressful. We did it. All right. And there you go. No harm done. We can get the sticker, you know, installed on the gauge. There's a whole other process for that. When I get to that, I'll make some other videos. But I thought this was the big part, is getting the crimp all figured out. And I do have to say that the hose clamp makes a huge difference because it didn't mar up that outside edge of that crimp at all. It's in perfect condition. So, you know, really, it's that hose clamp, I think, and a ton of patience is going to get you through this project. Great tip on the hose clamp, 100%. Really, I do have to thank, let's see, what's his name? Ronnie Jennings. Ronnie Jennings, you have an awesome product. You're selling these stickers at JR Cycles. I'll get the right one later on. We'll do more gauge videos here in a little while, but hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you'd like to join in the conversation, be sure to join the Keep On Wrenching community group on Facebook. And you know what? If you'd like a free sticker, head on over to keeponwrenching.com and I'll get you one in the mail just as soon as I possibly can. All right, we'll see you in the next video or live stream. Cool. So that is going to be a pretty clean edit. It's going to be a little bit more complex than usual, but it's all good. I think for this portion of it, I was in the directions here. Awesome, Pat. Thank you so much. Flying Dragon Honda Facebook group. Awesome. Awesome. I appreciate the shares, guys. I just want to get this stuff out there. And again, we're on that road to that 10,000 mark by the end of the year. Yeah, it's like almost more the glass, right, Lab Rat? I'm not sure if those stickers are supposed to be white like that. I'm not sure. Let's hit this up with a little bit of Windex and let's just see. Because that looks really good. It looked really faded, but as soon as we pulled the glass off, it was fine. And I had washed the front of the glass before. Dave C., it's a perfect match. I just happened to order the wrong one. So, yeah, I ordered the correct one. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's some dirt and stuff up underneath here. So that's really what was kind of fighting, making that look bad. I would like to what I'll probably do is I will get a little bit of brake fluid and just kind of dribble this in there. And just kind of rehydrate that seal. I think that would be a good thing to do. Yeah, there's not a nick in the glass. I would like to polish this ring. You know, in these directions that he sent over, he was pretty clear about if you don't have to mess with the glass, don't mess with the glass. So I think I'm going to listen to him because I think the guy knows what he's talking about. And he didn't steer me wrong. He didn't steer me wrong on the other deal. So let's just clean this glass up. I might actually end up sending the owner of the bike some pictures and being like, hey, dude, so got it apart, cleaned the glass. This is what it looks like. You sure you want me to recover this gauge? Because this almost feels like a little piece of history. Lots of oxidation. I can't tell what side of the glass this is on. It almost acts like it's in the glass. There's a little bit of yeah, there you can see it. That little fade in it. Not sure. I just am envisioning myself trying to polish this ring on the buffer and then like letting it fly out of my hand. So maybe this is a perfect piece to just use the old Colonel Brassy and some microfiber and go to town with it that way. You know what? I think that's probably what I'll do. I'll use hand stuff to polish that. That's an accomplishment, man. That's a huge win. I think to get that. It's a huge win. That's tricky, man. You know, while we're in here, let me put this stuff in a safe place. Oh yeah, here is that. I think I showed you on the on a previous live stream, but I haven't actually opened this one up. And this was actually a donation came into the channel for me to buy this part. I don't know why my mini feed isn't showing right now. That's kind of annoying. But here is the new piece that will replace this old crusty, rotten thing. Glass wax, Pat. I'm gonna look that up. Douglas, keep it original. Kind of with you. I kind of like it. I'm with you, Jacko. I'm with you. I'm gonna send him some pictures because I could tell that. I think, you know, once he sees how nice that is, I think I'll actually just put a new seal back onto that, and we'll be good to go. So, yeah, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you on that. I don't really want to put that sticker on there. So all that means is that I have to, at some point in my life, I guess I have to buy another mid-era Super Hawk with the other sticker. So now I've just, because I've bought, you know, a $20 sticker, possibly Tula, possibly. I feel like I have danced with the devil enough today on this part, to be quite honest. I'm kind of not feeling like pushing my luck much more. Unless I can see a razor blade right in front of me, which, holy there's one right there. Brand new one. Let's try it. Oh man, I'm like shaking. I'm like all nervous and stuff. All right. This brings back some memories. All right, this isn't touching it. So it's got to be on the other side. Either that or it's in the actual glass. This isn't touching it either. If anything was going to touch it, that would touch it. I don't want to scratch anything up. Yeah. No, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's the ticket. God, that glass is in perfect freaking shape, though. Look at that. Can't even barely see that. Can't even barely see that in my hand. Yeah, I used a new blade. I just tried, buddy. Yeah, look at that. That's incredible. That's in great shape. That is in great, great shape. But I'm going to hold off. I'm going to contact the owner of this, but my God, that looks beautiful. Acetone on the glass. Can someone confirm that? Michael, I'm sure you're not lying, but I'd need a confirmation on that one. Acetone, you don't mess around with that. Look at that, 1967 CB77 Super Hot gauge. Successfully taken apart. And what the best part of this is we didn't ding up this edge right here. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. Look at that. Pet Rooster came in. Whoa, what's going on here? Pet Rooster came in with a $19.99 donation. Happy Thursday. Thanks, Brian, for all you do for the community, inspiring others. Glad to hear I've been a driving force for you, dude. Firing off that Jack Bauer emote. Awesome, dude. Thanks so much. Good to see you. I haven't seen you on the stream here in a while. It's been a couple streams, I think. And that means it's been a while because I've missed a few. But, man, that feels good. I was kind of stressing this. I really didn't want to break this glass. So we did it. Let me find a safe home for this, and let's tear into a 350 one, okay? Let's just tear into one. Put this way back there so nothing can happen to it. I'm just trying to grab one of these junk 350 ones that I have. I know I've got a couple of really real banger ones. That shouldn't be too bad. Oh, those aren't 350 ones. These are bigger. Here's kind of a gunky one. Here's kind of a gunky one. Right there. Yeah, it works though. But I mean, that face isn't so bad. This isn't. That's the ones I'm almost too good to do it to. I need one with a really bad face. I'm trying to remember if these are 350 or 750. This one's got kind of a burnt hole in it. Huh. I want one that's like a straight up 350 one. Like, Lord knows I've got enough darn gauges down here. Got enough. Just like that. On glass, it's fine. Okay. Here's a gauge without. This is perfect. This is the one we'll actually do. Need a gauge? I got a bunch of rando gauges. Some of them I'm not even sure what the hell they're for. So, pop up in here. Let's give this method a try on this one. Because here we've got a lip, but here we've got a little bit flatter of a lip here. And this one's going to have to go in quite a ways. Kind of excited to edit that video up, relive that. Be freaking cool. Jason, I think the last stream I was in was that beautiful blue original paint that was left on the motorcycle tank. Yep, it's all stripped now. We'll take a look at it. Zach, welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Oh my God. Oh God, I can't sit there and do that by hand all night. We'll be sitting here all night watching Brian, screw in a pipe or a hose clamp. That wouldn't be very exciting for anybody, would it? See if I can even find, man, the shot. I am in desperate need of a shop cleansing. I need to clean. I can't find a shorty. Come on. Oh man, the gods are gonna make me do this by hand. Unless I got a bigger one. It's not big enough. Yeah, use acetone to help dry lab glass. Is dry lab a term that I'm not familiar with? There we go. Wow, I guess pretty damn good on that. Oh, I was like, oh, it looks about right. I put that on there. Let me get you up high. Get you up high. Oh boy, that one hasn't been turned in a while. That was worse than a 350 head bolt or something. Oh, just a little bit. All right, so the crimp is on this side on this. So it's like right here. So it crimps out from the back. Okay. So let's give this a whirl. Let's get our hose clamp on. Just like that. Get this put onto here. Ooh, this stream looks sharp right now on my monitor. I hope it's looking as good for you as it is for me. Looking sharp on my monitor. All right, there we go. Nice and even. It's a little flatter surface, so I just naturally feel like it should work a little bit better. Ooh, you guys see that? No, the biggest problem was just making the damn thing big enough. But this feels pretty good. This ain't going anywhere. I think this thing's good. Oh, lab glass, like a laboratory. Cleaning lab glass with soap and water, then squirt acetone on it, instantly dry it. All right. Do I have acetone down here? I do. All right, so I'm going to go and try and find, let me get you back down in here. Down in here. Like that. Beauty. All right, use my pick initially to just get an edge. I just need to get just a little bit to come up that you can grab with that screwdriver. There. So now I've made like a little, come on, focus. There, oh, focus, come on, bye, come on, bye. Just got a little bit, it's like the width of a screwdriver. I'll get in here. Ooh, ha, ha, ya, bunga. Oh, man. All right, see if I can get this started one way or the other. Same process. Just trying to pull that out. Once you get it started, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I think I need to shoot from this way though, because I think my hand's getting in the way pretty severely. Let me straighten you out. There we go. There, that should be a little bit better. Lighting's not quite as good on this side though, is it? Unfortunately, I am just right-handed. See if this hose clamp slips off at some point and me working around this gauge. Oh yeah, what's the update? I feel like I'm missing an update on BT's bike. Yeah, this is slow going. This is even slower than that. I'm gonna go back over here. Just gonna give you a little thing here and I'll hold it here. There we go. What did I miss here? Clean up, same problem. Tula, I have not. I've been trying to get hooked up with an old timer that lives near me to get him to help me, but scheduling has been nearly impossible to align. That sucks, dude. Still a crank and no start. I've tried a million ways from Sunday to get it to start and nothing. That's okay. When do I get moving? Best day ever. It will be a great day. You tried just swapping the spark plugs, huh? You tried swapping the spark plugs if it didn't go one way or the other, then go in and switch that timing advance, and then try it again the other way. These are more challenging for sure. There's a very, very, very little lip on this. I almost feel like this screwdriver is a little too thick. I don't have a lot of options in the flathead screwdriver department. But this damn hose clamp is definitely doing its job. Kind of God, I was having better luck with this little picky pick. At least to get an edge going. Oh yeah, this is actually working better. The pick works a lot better. You can really jam it down in there. Just in case I break this tip though, I'm going to put on my safety goggles because I would hate to get a freaking piece of steel in my eye. Welding helmet, that does not count. These do though. All right, let's keep going. This pick, I think, is the way to go. I can just like feel that thing kind of snapping, and this is a pretty cheap pick, and I'm like poking it right in my face. I'd hate to have that, get one of these lodged in my eye. So far, knock on wood, I have not had an injury on stream. I've had many injuries in the shop, but so far not on stream. Would love to keep it that way. Although that would probably be what would make my channel really launch, right? If I just start focusing on ways that I can hurt myself. This is taking some serious muscle, man. These aren't easy. The CB77 one was way easier to deal with. I'm not even halfway around this bad boy yet. In theory, yes, it will work. But yeah, this is slow going. It is such a narrow lip. And I'm kind of doing this for nothing, honestly. Although, that face on this one is in really, really good shape. Swap wires, reverse timing, whole deal. Kind of feel like the lithium battery just doesn't have enough cranky naps to get it going. Yeah, that could be. I don't know, like, maybe we got people in here right now that would know like what that lithium was, or like what the difference is. I mean, can't you just freaking put it on a 12 volt? Let's see if she go. Man, so am I halfway? All right, I've come this far. We will see it through. This clamp is a lifesaver, dude. Like, I think this is like the most brilliant tip that I've seen. I am going to tighten this just a little bit because I've been getting a little wonky or moving it around a lot. Yeah, this screwdriver is just worthless for that task. This pick is the best. Just waiting to like stab myself in the arm or something with this pick. Oh, come on. Whew. Sucking all the air that it can. I'm going to do something else for a little while. I'll start doing the crimpy crimp dance. Now I'm just on a mission. Like, I feel like I learned something tonight, you know? It's kind of fun to do things I haven't done before and be like, oh, okay, I can do that. That's not so bad. But yeah, this is an exercise in patience for sure. A big exercise in patience. Yeah, it's coming. It's slow. I don't know if I want to burn the whole damn stream doing this, though. So I do want to get to those. I do want to get to this other fork seal tonight, because that was a little bit of a different deal, too. Oh, man. That is hard. Hard to get into. God, do I have a smaller screwdriver? I have one other flathead screwdriver, but it is just like this elusive thing that I can never find. And yeah, it's very annoying. It's big, and little guy's missing. I wonder where he went. I wonder where the little screwdriver went. All right, I'll try this one a little bit more. Oh, yeah, these are miserable. These are miserable. Just going back around what I'd already done here. A super thin one, I think, would do it. It would have to be pretty thin. This one's just a little bit too bulky for sure. But it's working great right now for the stuff that I've already kind of crimped. It's done good. So I kind of feel like I have to finish this now, though, because if I don't finish it now, like, I have enough projects going on to where I'll probably never finish it. It'll probably just like sit there forever. Or maybe in a year I'll come back to it and be like, oh, I have that one, I need that face. It would have to be a very narrow one because I have a point like this. That's what I'm using. My goodness, why is everything so focus weird tonight? Well, I wish I had a freaking screwdriver, dude. Jacko, I wish I had one. I cannot find my flathead screwdriver. If I had a little bit more narrow, you know what? Screw it. See if that helped at all. Not really. Oh, actually that did help. Actually that helped a lot. Just had to sharpen up my screwdriver a little bit. I do think this hose clamp though is brilliant. I've said that like a million times, but it just makes a ton of sense. Oh, it's really rusted down in here. It's really rusty. Really rusty. So I suppose they don't want people mucking with the odometers, I suppose, eh? I'm starting to get a little bit of flex in it. More than halfway around now. Or am I just, yeah, no, I'm over halfway now. Let me try it. I was doing really good in this direction. Oh yeah, this is way better now. Now I'm cruising. I'll get those, I'm kind of pulling straight back. That's helping now that I've sharpened it. It's a lot easier. Yeah, sharp screwdriver, guys, is the key. That you can get back in behind here. That is the key. So I sacrificed the head of the screwdriver a little bit, but oh well. There we go. And for some reason, going this way has been way easier. And that bugger might come off. That bugger might come off, man. Man, we're holding steady. We got an awesome stream going on tonight, guys. Thanks so much. Guys and ladies. I don't mean that in a sexist way at all. When I say guys, I'm just hanging. Yeah, because you're kind of, it allows you to use these pliers to pull that back. I just think that's brilliant. Oh my God, my hands aren't working tonight. What is going on? Pulling this apart. I think this one's going to come apart a lot easier than the CB77 one for sure. All right. All right. See how close we are. Let's take this off. Then we'll take a look to, oops. We'll also take a look. Yeah, see, like the edge of this is perfect. Yeah, so that didn't mess that up. No, I would never do that. I would never do that. Just gonna pop this again. This is the same process that we did on the other one. Yeah, this is like really tedious, man. And there's not much of a lip on this at all to grab. But it is bending over. And we're getting real close. I'm seeing daylight underneath here. Ooh, God, just stabby McMatson tonight. All right, oh, there's the lips right here. Oh, there you can see this thing already wanting to give way. Oh, it wants to come apart. Again, I've never taken apart one of these, the 350 ones, so I don't really know what the hell I'm getting into here. But we definitely got loosey-goosey, and this just needs to get over this lip. And it is, what a booger, man. Like this it has to be perfect. Has to be perfectly round all the way around. Why isn't it getting that ring off? Like if it catches anywhere, it just like sets the whole thing off. And that can suck. And I assume, like looking at like how much is like left here and how much coverage is there. Good point. Yep, that's exactly, Jacko. All right. Looks like Tony Stark working the arc reactor. Oh, God. Ow. Oh, man. Oh, well. I gotta hug the camera. I'm like hugging the camera, so my hands gotta stay out of the way. There, we're super close now. Super close. Trying to kind of push it down as I'm going around here on this final pass. Hey, Tula Tom, you excited to like do this? Get into this? Looks like a lot of fun, huh? Oh, I think I got it. Yeah. Whew. All right, got it. There it is. Pull that out. That comes apart. Just like that. So in here, we've got glass. This glass is in good shape. Here is the ring. This whole ring, I think, does come off. You know, you could take that off and then it'd be really easy to paint and make it look really nice. But again, to get this ring off, this is going to be a little exercise in patience here as well. Ooh, here's a seal. Oh my God. There's a seal here. Be very careful with this. Don't want this. This is actually nice and pliable yet. It's in really good shape. All right, so there's one salvaged piece is a seal for a gauge. All right. I'd love to get this ring off of here. Kind of fun to explore stuff, man. It's just fun. I do have to say that I'm very proud of the Keep On Wrenching group because I said something earlier that y'all could have kind of monkey piled on a little bit, and you didn't. We're showing great maturity tonight. This glass comes out of there too. Let me see. Stupid ring. This is what you could really cut yourself up on really easy. I just want to see it. I want to get it out of there. Try not to wreck anything in the process. Oh man, have we really been doing this for an hour and a half? I'll just leave it. I'm curious though to see how. There we go. There we got it finally. Just had to buck up and go, and then here's where I'm getting hung up. Getting hung up a little bit right there. There we go. Boom. There's that ring. And again, the stupid hose clamp, man. Protected that edge, and that's going to look absolutely beautiful. Original blue paint. Original blue paint. So the glass, does the glass come out of these? Is this a two-part thing? It is. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm reading what you're writing. This is where I would need one of those plastic things. Yeah. This is kind of fun. This is like a little archaeology going on here. I wonder if this is glued in. Or if it's just on this edge seal. Let's try something here. Let's see if I can cut myself. It is 2 pieces. It's an insert that is in there. Very careful not to kill myself here. Come on. I didn't realize that these were 2 pieces. Be crazy if we actually got this apart. I don't know how it would. I bet there's got to be an adhesive in there, but it's got to be easy to change out the glass, right? You should be able to change out the glass. I'm not seeing a way, but yeah, that is cool, that blue paint. That's like a little detail, you know, really to remember. Kind of dirty. I don't know. That I would think that insert would come out, but I'm willing to bet that it's adhered in there. I bet it's adhered in there. Trying to pull on that a little bit. Come on. Like even if you just get a little bit of movement, I don't think it comes apart. Would love to save that glass. And I've found glass in parts boxes before that was all in one piece. So, I don't know. But yeah, it works. Look at that face on that. Look at that. That one's beautiful. Definitely, you know, I think there's salvageable parts here. 100%. Very cool. Put that over there. I'll finish that some night when I don't want to dive into anything crazy. All right. Let's dive into some stuff. Might make a video on this one too, because I think this is this could be another one for the CB350 series, and it's replacing a fork seal. All right, so I got my new fork seal here for the CB77. Got the old one out. Came out okay. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but it came out. But I had an idea. I had an idea the last time I did this, and I was like, I should have used my, oh, something's gonna fall. Oh, no, didn't fall. I'm gonna use my bearing and seal kit and see if I've got like the right sized tool. Yes. Oh. Like that. Look at that, that's gonna be perfect. Yep, that's gonna be perfect. All right, I wish oh, this is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Jason's Garage Productions, a lot of how-to. That's okay, right, Jason? It's okay, it's not boring, right? I'm having fun hanging out with you. Hope you don't mind it. It's all like little stuff that's gotta be done. And it's all stuff that I would like to be documenting. And I gotta be honest with you, man, the world is back. Work is back after the 2-year break, or almost, not 2 years, that's an exaggeration. But yeah, work's really busy. Let's see, this is what I used before. I just found a socket that was pretty damn close, and I went and I did that. But this tool, wherever the heck I put it, okay, right here, it's gonna work perfectly. We're gonna need that, and we're gonna need that. And I think we're good to go on trying to film a quick video here. Again, this one should be really, really quick. Really quick. Here we go. Hey everybody, at BV Matson here, and today we're changing fork seals on a Super Hawk, so a CB77. We did some videos on the forks previously, and these are quite different from 350s, okay? A lot different, much different configuration. Up inside of here, this is your main chrome collar. Your fork seal is actually jammed up inside of there, and we got to get that out. So here's how I did it. Get ready for the fury. People are going to be like, what the hell are you doing? Good. I'm glad you like the how-to videos. All right. Am I going to be able to get this out of here? I hope so, because the other one really fought the hell out of me. All right, it really fought me. It came out eventually, but it was fighting me quite a lot. All right. All right, first thing you need to do is really just go to town. You got to get the seal out. Seal will only come out one way. It'll only come out the bottom of this, okay? There's actually a metal shield down inside of here. You can't get at it from there. So we're actually going to be driving this piece down, okay? So we're going to get in here and we're going to start driving this seal out. That's going to be the main thing. So you can just grab your screwdriver, or you could use a punch probably, and wedge that down inside as much as you can. And what I found is an angle in and pressure down is going to get you there a lot faster, because there's a little rib that you got to get around. So here's the original seal. I already did the other side. You've got to kind of get into here. You got to lift up and in to get at that seal. So you can't just drive straight down. You'll just bust out the seal. So you get in, give it a lot of downward pressure like this. Give it a couple of whacks and start giving it some hits. You could also put a little bit of like degrease or a deep creep or something like that to get down in there. Knocking tools all off. And I can see I just moved one little edge of it here. So again, I'm just going to get in here up against this metal piece as much as I can, work my pressure down, and start driving the seal out. And I'll go back and do a little time lapse so I can do a little voiceover. Get in there like that. And give it a... Wow. Damn, popped it right out. Okay, I should have just kept filming, but I didn't think it was going to go that easy. That actually went super easy. So I'm going to recreate. And there we go. That thing popped right out. And there it is. There is our seal. Actually didn't really do any damage to this old seal, so I'm going to hold on to it just in case in a pinch. All right. And next step is to clean this really thoroughly. Get the inside really nice and clean. Get any kind of rust out of there. And then we can get this thing prepped to install the new seal. All right. Cool. All right, well, that one came out super easy. I'm actually kind of shocked how easy that came out. So I'm going to actually practice what I preach and clean this a little bit. I almost just installed the seal and didn't even think about it. I was just like, oh, let's keep filming the video. Oh, well, Brian, you gotta do all the work too, you know. These are going to shine up really, really nice. The chrome on these is in really great shape. We'll be able to make these look fabulous. Fabulous. When we're done, I'm going to grab a microfiber over here. And make sure we just get the inside of this really nice and clean. There we go. That looks pretty clean to me. I'll hit it with a little bit of cleaner, just to make sure. Get any kind of weirdness out of that. And just like that. And just wash this up. Dave C., my Triumph has similar fork collars. Pain in the butt getting those seals out. I got lucky on that one. I got lucky on that one for sure. Oh, there's just a little bit of rust right there that I'm not a huge fan of. So I always put it in Evapo-rust later. I could do that. Yeah, I'll just put the seal in and put the thing in there. We'll keep the party going. Keep the party going. All right, so we'll set up the scene, make it look like I've been doing all this work here. All right, once you've got this all nice and clean, there you go. You see, it's nice and clean right in there. We can go ahead and start prepping for our new seal. And the seals are readily available. Seals were not hard to find at all. They were just a few dollars each, so no big deal. I do recommend kind of, you know, using a little bit of lubricant when you go ahead and put these in. So just looking here, tapered end is down on the table. And I'm going to use a little bit of Marvel Mystery Oil around the outside edge of the seal. Just like that. And on this one, there is a flat, and then there is a side on this thing that has a groove. Your groove is going to go down, okay? So down, flat side is going to go up in this configuration. So groove down, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're gonna just drop this in, get this thing lined up as good as you can, and get ready to go to town. Using that term a lot tonight, aren't I? Go to town. Go to town? What the hell is that? All right. And then what the hell was that thing called, that tool? What the heck's it called? Race and Seal Kit. I'm going to film this over here real quick. What I found to be super useful in installing these seals is going and grabbing or renting or whatever a bearing, race, and seal kit. All right, this thing is fabulous for putting these seals in. Check this out. All right, so the bearing, race, and tool kit is something like this. It has a whole bunch of different sized adapters. And for this particular one, it is a 1.75 inch or 44.5 millimeter head. And we're basically just going to use that. And then you've got your hammer top right there. So we're going to use that to drive this seal down in to this fork cover. All right. I'll go back over here. Oh, I got a good call on the beer, man. Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle. All right, let's get this positioned over here a little bit. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I'm just gonna. All right, this is gonna be tough to show you, but we've got our seal even down in the bottom here. Again, groove down. And we'll go ahead and grab that 44.5 millimeter and drop that down inside of here, all right? This actually fits that width of that seal absolutely perfectly. And all you're gonna do is give it a couple of nice solid hits. And we can look, this thing has actually moved into position pretty well. Got to go a little bit more down. We're going to go. You got to just go for it on this thing. Yeah, these things are really hard to put in, actually. This thing fits perfect, though. Look at that. Slides right in there. Super handy, right, Fessler? Super handy. So that's got to go, yeah, got to go down just a little bit more. Right. Yeah, this tool is really, really slick. It just drops right in there, just perfectly, perfect size for what we're trying to do. Then I can go ahead and drive that seal in. All right, I gotta find a little bit sturdier of a work surface here to give this thing a couple of nice pounds. And you feel it bottom out. Once you get it, you know you got it. Yep, all right, cool. So then I'll go back to the video. Oops. And this is all just for show, guys. This is movie magic that you're watching right here. It's movie magic. And with that thing in there, I'm going to give that a few taps, and you're going to feel it. When you get to the bottom, you're going to feel it. It's not going to move. It's going to be in perfect position. You can work it around a little bit, like rotate it just a little bit. Get that thing seated in there perfectly. And then what you want to do is you want to look down inside of the edge and just make sure that it is even all the way around and on both sides, just like that. And that's all there is to it. I mean, honestly, there you go. There's your fork seal installation on a CB77 Super Hawk. Okay, I got to do a quick little close, and then we're done. Then we move on with our lives. Jacko, Bob's your uncle is an English Commonwealth saying, kind of a phrase used at the end of something to show that it's all coming into place or that it's going to turn out great. Bob's your uncle. All right, I like that. All right. So it's kind of something you would say in like passing, it sounds like. All right. So there we go. I'll do this, 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 and this, and this, and this. And I'll film the close, and then we're done. And we can move on. We can do something else. We're making progress, man. We're knocking out gauges, knocking out seals. Pretty cool. And there you have it. There's the old seals. And there's a new seal down here on these fork covers for a CB77 Super Hawk. Hope you found the video useful. If so, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you would like to join in on the conversation, be sure to join the Keep On Wrenching community group on Facebook. And also, if you'd like a free sticker or learn a little bit more about these old vintage motorcycles, head on over to keeponwrenching.com. All right, one piece at a time. Fork seals are in. And now we got to start diving into the rest of everything else with these forks. We'll see you in the next video or live stream. Yay! All right, so there's the video. Cool, and we got something done on the Super Hawk, which I feel really good about. These need to be polished. I don't think this is going to be too big of a problem to get at those. So those can set down there. I would love to like go ahead and like just put these together, the forks together tonight, but I have to paint them because the blue shocks, the new shocks that I bought, they're just garbage. Or the paint doesn't match. So I'm going to have to strip this all out and paint it when I go and paint the tank. Or these are my shocks. What am I talking about? This is what I want to grab. The front sanctions. These have to get painted blue. That's what I was trying to say. So these need to get painted blue. So I'm working on sanding and getting some of any kind of big nicks out of this. Yeah. So these are going to get painted blue. So I can't really put the forks together yet, but I can have them ready to go together in like minutes once I get that going on. Pet Rooster, you liking the behind the scenes? Good. Good, good, good. Working to beat the band. Working to beat the band. All right, I want to take a look at this wheel real quick. Famous last words, right? Real quick. Nothing's ever really quick on this channel, I'm afraid. I take my time. I like to take my time, okay? I can still see the chat. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't think of that bearing race tool before. Oh, I throw everything off. I think so far ahead, like before the stream, it's like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this. And then within the first 5 minutes, it all falls apart, and it never, ever happens. So let's take a look. I don't know if I've ever actually shown this to anybody or not, but this is the 1968 CB350 wheel. And this has been sitting in Evapo-rust for, I mean, since the last stream. So it's been 2 weeks. And the one thing I'm noticing right off the bat is really badly, you know, the chrome is flaking off on this thing. How can I show you? That light there is so dominant. Right here, that chrome is flaking off. But what's nice about it is the inside of the rim. Let's go around and take a look at this. The inside of the rim looks really good. These wheels might actually be a little bit of a candidate to paint. Did I just say that? Did I just say that I would consider painting a set of wheels? Yeah, I did. Let's go over to this other side. And again, I'm just using some 4.0 steel wool just to knock off some of the surface stuff that has accumulated. I don't know if you can tell, but it is just melting off of there, and it's going straight down to bare metal. So there's no rust happening here on the inside of the wheel. It's too bad it's got that one really bad chrome spot where it's coming out. We'll see how bad it is. But yeah, it's all melting right away. Again, just patience. I just threw it in the red Gorilla tub. And that's all coming out real good. So let's flip it over. Let's just, yeah, I gotta show you this. This is very rewarding here to be looking at. So let's see, get you in here. There we go. So here we can see we've got a pretty bad bubble. But let's just work it a little bit around with the 4.0 steel wool coming straight out of the Evapo-rust. Yeah, this rear wheel's in pretty bad shape. I'm glad it's the rear wheel. Lots of big bubbles. Lots of big bubbling off chrome. Like, look at the spokes here. I wonder if I go like this. No, that's not gonna work. Trying to find a good spot to work in here. Spokes definitely, they feel even choppy right here. Like they're not feeling good. Oh yeah, this ain't good. That ain't good. That's not good. That's bad. No fixing that. You guys see that? The light really bad. I can't really see the TV from that angle. Yeah, you can kind of see it. Yeah, it gets pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let me try it. I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to turn this light off. See if that helps. Well, that puts you into the dark ages, so that will not work. But I'm going to try to rotate us around here a little bit because that lighting is no good, no good. This should be much better, I think. Oh, I disconnected my camera. Gosh darn it. Hold on. Break. Hopefully I can get this in 2 seconds here. Wipe my Evapo-rust hands. Trying to get it. Give me a sec. Give me 1 second. Let's try this. Hope I didn't crush my cables. Oh no. That's a bummer. could mean bad things for the stream tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's cancel out of this. Try this again. Oh. Yeah, that's a bummer. Bummer, dude. Trying to get my camera back online. After the Evapo-rust, do you hit it with glass beads or something? I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it, honestly. So this would be kind of the first wheel that I have that's like that bad. You know, that's that bad. So I'm going to try reconnect this camera here. Let's try that. And I can't believe this one's being such a booger. Technical problems. Bound to happen on a live stream, especially when I'm stepping all over stuff like that. Jacko, please do not adjust your channel. What do you mean? What do you mean? All right, so this one's great. I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna try this one. So that one's working. This camera B doesn't wanna go for some reason. So I'm gonna try and add something here. Just give me 30 seconds. If I can't fix it, I'll just go to this other device. Camera B. We'll add a new source. Add new source. 19. There it is. Perfect. Done. Bap. All right, I think that's going to work. Richard, hey, man, how's it going? Good to see you. I think that should be better. More better. More better. I don't think the resolution's quite right, but... Oh, please do not adjust your TV. Right. Or your channel, yes. Okay, now I need a new set of gloves. But this should be working now, and you'll be able to really see this corrosion that I'm talking about. That's bad. That's deep, you know. Ain't no saving that. That's, you know, honestly, how do you get rid of chrome? Like, how would you get rid of that? I guess I could take them to somebody to have them re-chromed. Pet rooster, I mean, it'd be interesting to try and paint that. Because that's like, ooh, that'll like cut your hand. That'll cut your hand. This is going to be a re-spoke. Do I have another 18-inch rear? Not sure. I actually do. And this one's not in hella bad shape. Is this an 18? I don't want to dip it in that. Yeah, let's see how close this is. Look at this wheel. Just pulled this off the shelf. Oh, it has a different, yeah, I could probably technically use it, but it wouldn't be period correct. It's got a different hole pattern on it, like just for the spokes. So it wouldn't technically be right. It's just a little bit different, see? So that one has like a bunch of holes, and this one's got just a few holes. Kind of like that. I picked up a bunch of random wheels from a guy, I don't know, last summer I think it was. I'm not really sure. It could be off of the 71 CL. I honestly don't even know, dude. Well, no, yeah, rear wheel would be an 18 on a CL, so that would probably work. This is pretty brutal here, though. this is a respoke for sure. The hub looks fine, but this wheel is too far gone. Let's take a look at the front. See how bad the front is on this. See, now this front wheel I feel like would actually clean up okay. This doesn't look that bad. It's like that kind of rust, that's nothing. Like, you can actually clean that up. Nothing crazy. This one might clean up. This one might be a candidate to just throw in the Evapo-rust and see what happens. Looking inside the rim, that doesn't look bad. This edge, the edge feels okay. Yeah, I mean, Fetzler, sometimes some things are just too far gone. You know, some things are just going to be too far gone. So, you can't win them all. But I think this front wheel is going to be okay. And the spokes don't look that bad. Like, they don't have this, like, bubbly feeling to them when I run my hand against it. The other ones are really bad. Like, these are bad. Very bad. So I'm going to put that. I actually would like to get this into the Evapo-rust tonight. Just get these both cleaned up. This one, honestly, I mean, outside of, it's hard, man. Just that one section is so bad, and you can guarantee yourself that's the side that was on the ground. I mean, it is just this one area right here. The rest of the wheel feels like it's in pretty good shape. But those spokes are pretty miserable. I don't think I'm going to make an executive decision on this one tonight. I think it's tough, man, because when you're looking at, so here's what's tough about this in my head, okay? So I'm sitting here, I want to make like beautiful bikes, but I mean, right there, I despoke that. Okay, so right there, $50, you know, in spokes, probably, right? $50. And then relacing it, and then truing it. Probably buy a new rim. So a new rim is going to be, I mean, a good one, $80, $100. Unless I can find something on eBay. Is it worth like $150 and like, you know, 3-4 hours of my time? Yeah. Oh, Fetzler, the Evapo-rust definitely helps, man. You see exactly what you've got to work with, for sure. For sure. Yeah, David, I'm kind of with you. Just find one on eBay. Yeah. Wow. Oh, man, all kinds of stuff happening in the chat. Dave C, 68 CB350. Rich, I restore Kawasaki triples, doing a KH500 now, and Evapo-rust is great, and so is Metal Rescue. Just did DID rim, less than $100. Yeah, man, when it works out, man, when the part ain't too far gone, it can work out really well. I think I'd try and find a better rim. Totally agree. It could be a good talking point and be different enough to be unique and interesting. Jacko, I lost that part of the conversation. Dave sees it just the rim. Yeah, I bought the bucket. Okay, I bought that bucket based on your recommendation for my CB5. Oh, Fetzler, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I love them. It'll save you a ton of effort. I decided to use, David, I used Cornstar rims and 750F brakes front and rear. I love it. I'm kind of getting into like seeing what people are doing. They're like kind of pushing stuff together and stuff. Like kind of making like Frankenbikes a little bit. Like not weird Frankenbikes, but just unique. Pat Rooster, taking the wheel to get trued. That's 4 months of your life. It was, dude. It was. But now I'm gonna have. I'm hoping to acquire a truing stand, like a really good truing stand that's gonna work. And that's something I want to start tackling myself, so I can start doing that. I just had to, on that build, I just didn't want to get into it for some reason. I was just very hesitant. I haven't done a truing video because I haven't done it. And Tula Tom, he's the master of truing wheels in the Keep on Wrenching garage. He actually trued the wheel for the 125S, the 125S right over there. So, yeah, that'll be cool. Rocking and rolling, going on 2.5 hours already. Oof, the booga. Man, I'm not sure. Okay, what else do we want to tear into here tonight? I got a little bit left in me. Fezler, I've lusted for Lester rims, but they're pricey. What isn't pricey now? Oh my goodness. For some reason, the Honda crowd is down on Comstar rims. I don't know why. I don't know what those are. Let me see if I can. Comstar rims. Comstar rims. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Didn't some Hondas have some of those, like in the later years? Like the 80s? Didn't they have those like in the 80s? I want to say like the Shadows or something did. Honda CB. I mean, it's your bike. At the end of the day, if you like it, go and do it. 77 CB400T front wheel. It's got that style. I guess I've never really looked into them. Didn't even know that was a thing, so I guess I learned something here tonight too, man. That's cool. That's cool. All right, Pat Rooster, good to see you. Thanks so much for donating. I'm going to fire off that Jack Bauer remote one more time for you. Pat Rooster in with the 1999 donation earlier today. Thanks so much. It's good to see you. Glad we could connect, and we're going to figure out that bike one of these days, and we'll do it, man. Have an awesome weekend, and go Pat, go. Yeah, go Vikes. I got a feeling the Lions are going to get their first win this week. The Vikings have a tendency of doing that, and the Lions almost beat them that first game. We didn't deserve to win that first game against the Lions at all. Yeah, Rich, I'm going to get all into that. I'm going to get all into it, but I was trying to use this kind of garage sale find truing stand that I had, and I think it was missing some parts. I think it's been abused. I wasn't having very good luck with any of that. Comstars are found on CB700, 750F, 77, 78. Gotcha. Cool. I don't know. I think it's unique. All right. Take care, Pet Rooster. Thanks again so much for the support. We're loving it. All right. What other kind of projects do we have going on? I mean, I'm not a Bondo master. That's what I've learned, and I need to practice more laying Bondo, just trying to get some little dings out of this stuff over here. Let's see. Additionally, yeah, these cameras are going on the fritz for me tonight for some reason. I'm going to try to reload this one. This other one had a really bad delay on it too, which was super annoying. There. Yeah. For some reason, something reset somewhere. I want to see. I'm going to move it right now. Okay, so it's caught up. Okay, so there was just a glitch in the matrix on this camera earlier. Let me get this up a little bit. I'll show you what I'm kind of working with here. So I've got one that I've been kind of working and trying to get it really perfect. A little ding that came out when I stripped this tank down. This tank stripped down really nice. I mean, it's ready to prime and paint. I'm just trying to get this one part. It feels pretty good to me at this point, but I want to make sure I've got it absolutely perfect. I think I still got to work this just a little bit more. Maybe even add a little bit more hardener and get one of those rubber, one of the kind of the rubber Bondo sanders. But yeah, not a ding in this tank anywhere else. The inside is super clean. It's awesome. So tank is in great shape. I'm gonna go ahead and move this over there. And then as I mentioned earlier, I got to repaint to match the collars on the shocks. So I'll be scuffing these all up, getting these ready for paint. I'm going to paint it all in one fell swoop, one afternoon. I'm going to knock all this out. All right, we're going to paint these sanctions on the front forks. All right, I'm going to get those going. Those cleaned up really pretty easy. Those weren't too bad. We got our top cover on that engine, that weird cover. It's all blasted, ready to go. Not a ding or a scratch in these side covers. Those are going to get painted cloud silver. All right, so there's cloud silver, and there's the other one there. Little bit of light sanding to do. Just a little bit of light sanding to do on that. I've got a couple odds and ends for the rear tail light bracket. I actually need to do a little bit of research and figure out what color this actually was, because I don't think it was the color of the bike. I actually think that they were cloud silver, but I want to make sure before I paint any of that. And then, of course, oops, as I was working through the fenders, found a couple dings that I wanted to take care of. Here's the gas tank mount. That'll get painted. But I do have one ding that was down in the bottom edge here, which we could kind of maybe work on this one. This is a pretty easy flat surface. Oh my God, the angles here tonight are just weird. Let me get you up just a little bit. It's an awkward piece. There we go. There you can see it. And this should be a pretty straightforward, just Bondo it out. Nice smooth surface. We got the tail light here, and we can make that look really, really, really clean. That was the only ding in that one. That's not going to be too bad. This other one, though, man, you could tell the bike got dumped because there were some big scratches down into these supports, like right here. Big they were really, really deep gouges, and I couldn't just paint, with like a filler primer or something to deal with that. So I went ahead and I Bondoed that. It was deep. Like, you could cut yourself on it. It was so deep. And then similarly on the other side, there was a big gouge right here as well. So I went ahead and I Bondoed that. And then I was actually pretty proud of myself. I am, oops, how's this gonna, where would you like to stay today? Okay, cool. Trying to negotiate with the fender. All right, so I actually did, no, they don't look too bad. There's just little imperfections I wanted to work out. So aside from these gouges here, and this gouge here, this was all chewed up on the front. So I did go ahead and Bondo this pretty thick, but I did a pretty nice job of pounding it out. And I got it, I think that, I'm not a body man in any way, but this was all crumpled. Like, it was all crumpled up. And I think I did a pretty good job of getting that symmetrical and getting that all nice and flat. I just had some little imperfections right in this area here. So I was like, well, I'll just Bondo this up to the bracket, and then I can make this all glass right there. So that's the other part that I need to do. I think that was the only, yeah, that was the only stuff that I had to deal with on that. So that's pretty easy. I think that I anticipate the fenders are going to go really easy, but I need to get the, I got to get the damn tank like perfect. I'm really stressing a lot. So anybody have tips or suggestions for Bondo, sanding Bondo? Let me know in the comments, because I've been watching some videos and, you know, doing some stuff. And I'm telling you, it's the third time I've tried that tank. And I just always seem to go too far. And I've been using a sanding block, and I've been doing this and that, and doing this and that. And I'm just not getting the result that I want, because I want this damn thing to be almost perfect. All right, next task. I need to get going on these hubs, because the wheels are great. The wheels are done. Wheels are done. Spokes are done. They look incredible. Okay. I'm feeling really good about those wheels, but I need to get this clear coat off of these things. So I did already go and wash them or degrease them, and I got a bunch of the clear coat to almost start flaking off. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, like it kind of peels off. It's there, but I just need something with a little bit of oomph to get in here. So I'm going to do the citrus strip. What I like about the citrus strip, and I'm so glad that, you know, all of you, you suggested it on the live streams, was the citrus strip. What I like about it is I can use this indoors. There's like no potent chemicals. It's really, I don't know, it's kind of nice. You know, like I like to use like aircraft stripper and stuff like that. But oh my God, like that stuff will gas you out and start making you feel kind of woozy. The citrus strip is, I don't know. Yeah, I've been using it for a lot of different things here lately. And I'm really curious to see if it'll do a little bit of a number here on some of this clear coat on these hubs. I'd like to polish these hubs. I suppose I should look. I've been just assuming that I was going to polish these hubs, but I should probably look to make sure. See a little bit more of the citrus strip. This stuff is pretty cheap too, which I like, and readily available. I see this stuff pretty much everywhere. You know, hardware stores and stuff. This is pretty readily available stuff. So I just want to get all this clear coat off, because it doesn't even pay to try to polish anything. Unless you've got the clear coat off. You're just wasting precious materials and time by doing that. So I'll let that sit there. And then, yeah, and I've got my plastic wrap over there. So then what I can do here, get that there. I don't have a soda blaster. I haven't gotten that kind of a setup figured out yet. I was thinking, like, for some, I don't think it's necessary on these wheels, because once you get the clear coat off, they're pretty easy to polish. They actually aren't that bad to polish. You can do it do these. These are totally doable on a buffing wheel, and probably half hour, 45 minutes each. Make them look really good. But I'm just going to get the citrus strip on here. That was my other thing I wanted to accomplish tonight. Just got to get this stupid clear coat off. And that won't be good. Just want maybe a little bit more right there. You can see it. You can already see it kind of working on this other one over here, so that's kind of nice. There's that. I think I'm done with that. And then what I'm going to do, I'll let this sit overnight. I found that it works pretty well to just let it sit overnight. But if you're going to do that, you just need to get some plastic wrap on the parts so the citrus strip doesn't dry out on you. So I'm just going to grab my plastic wrap and Start laying it down on top. Just like this. Oh, it fits this one hub almost perfectly, which is nice. Probably do one more the other way. And then, man, like tomorrow I'll be able to come out. I bet I'll be able to take like a 3M pad and just knock the rest of that off. I was all gung-ho about getting them actually all polished and done this last weekend, but it didn't happen. It required another step. And I think the fourth quarter of the Vikings game may have distracted me a little bit because I was getting frustrated. It's like that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hit these both one more time from the opposite directions, if I can remember what direction they went. But either way, it works really, really well. You just got to make sure that you use a little saran wrap, or I don't know what the plastic wrap, you know, protect the piece. Keep the stuff moist. There, I used the word. I don't know, David. I usually don't. I usually don't get into the clear coat after I've polished because, one, I like to keep my stuff pretty clean. I keep it protected. I'm pretty diligent about that. And the other thing is that the stuff is so hard to get off. I feel like I'm doing humanity a favor, you know, or paying one forward to somebody, you know, 50 years from now or 100 years from now when they want to restore this bike themselves, you know. And they'll be like, oh, God, I got to get through this clear coat, you know. Well, on my bikes, they're not going to have that problem. So there we go. Look like little pies. Love to have a soda blaster. I think that'd be amazing. Walnuts was the other thing I was thinking about on some of the engine cases, or the engine covers, I should say. Like getting some walnut material, blasting compound, and hitting that stuff, because that's another thing. You know what? I might as well keep going with some of this because I do have a bunch of parts that need that done. Like this big mother. This whole cover is going to need to get repainted anyway. And I've got new seals. So might as well. You know, I might as well get at this. Let me see if I've got some super clean. Do I have any super clean in here? Oh my God, I might be out of super clean. Got the wheel cleaner. That's not what I want. There's a little bit. I got a little super clean degreaser before you put anything else on it. I mean, just degrease. When in doubt, degrease. See if this will get in there. Come on, buddy. Ooh, I'm gonna have just enough to get this done tonight, I think. The super clean, I'm wearing the t-shirt tonight, man. This stuff is amazing. I'm a huge fan of it. I've gotten a little behind on my super clean giveaways. So much so that I kind of feel bad even resuming them. I kind of dropped the ball on that a little bit. I'm just going to hit this with the super clean. And let that sit. Just like that. All right, so let that sit there for a second. I think I should have another cover. But I don't want to lose this. Does this pop right out like it should? Trying to see how this all works. This is a really complicated mechanism here. This is the kickstart mechanism on the inside of the right cover, or on the cover of the Super Hawk. It's really kind of a pain in the butt. Very complex little unit here. I want to get this little piece out of here because there is a little ball bearing in there that I don't want to lose. So I'm going to go ahead and bag this up. Look at this old grease. Look at that. Yeah, some old grease. So there's a little ball bearing, just like in the 350s, there's a little ball bearing down inside of there that we don't want to lose. So I just want to bag that and get it in a safe place before I tip that thing over and that ball bearing falls out. Oh, wife can come down anytime she wants. Anytime she wants. She doesn't really wrench. I wouldn't say that she wrenches. But no, she can come down here anytime she wants. It's all good. It's all good. I think for now I'm going to leave this stuff together because this is different. This will be something totally different that I have to tackle, this whole mechanism here. Because there's a spring that's wound into here. But really what I want to focus on is trying to just get this degreased and start getting some stripper on it. I will dive into the mechanics of this later, but I know that this cover needs to be painted. Both of these covers aren't polished. These are painted. The only things that are polished are the round covers that go on it. Just gonna hit this. This one's really greasy. Greasy, grimy. Greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. Greasier and grimier than the Green Bay Packers. Oh, I might have just enough. I want to make sure I get all these parts done tonight. That would be that would actually be that would be getting quite a bit done for one night. That gets polished. I don't need to worry about that. That gets stripped. I don't need to worry about that. Just trying to look for any of these painted bits that I'm going to need to deal with because I do want to just knock out all the paint. I just want to get it all done one day. Heat up the garage, you know, and get her going. Joe headed into the garage to work on wiring the CB. Go get her done, man. If you have questions, hop on back into the stream or fire off a comment or a post or a comment on a video. I'll see those. Or that Facebook community group. Feel free to join that. People are always answering questions. Look at this. Look at this grease just melting off of this cover. Let me get you down here. Look at that. It's like just dripping off of this piece. This super clean's no joke, man. I love this stuff. I wish I had a mini pressure washer would be really fun to have. I thought about buying like a dental pick. You know, with those, like the water dental picks? I was thinking one of those might work pretty good. Wait. When did Vika get here? Oh, yeah, we need Vika here for Bondo sanding. Yeah, that tank looks freaking amazing. Yeah, Harbor, okay. Oh, man, you guys have been chatting up a storm here, man. Let's take a quick breather here. Wheel chrome for $200. Rich, if you're still here today, is that like $200 though? Like strip it and all that? I can just bring them that wheel and say, hey, re-chrome this, and they would do it? Or do I have to do a bunch of prep? Dave C., I'm a spokes guy. They are a pain to clean, 100%. Jacko, Night BT, Pat Richard, take care. Have a good Friday. Dave C., agree. I use Harbor Freight Balancer, chewing stand, $30. I'll probably end up with some of the equivalent. Anyone here use Murray carbs? I don't think so, Fezler. Rich Shiver, that's good to know. Rich, Harbor Freight, perfect. Fenders don't look too bad. How are you keeping them from flash rusting? What, the wheels? Well, the wheels are those... Honestly, once I get them where I want them, I just, like wheels or whatever, I just wax the hell out of them, and I just try to always stay on top of it. Rich, use thin coats of Bondo. If you try to go too fast and too thick, it'll crack every time. Noted. I do have an ultrasonic cleaner, Rich. I do. It's a smaller one. I haven't used it yet. I bought the new one. It's back there on the shelf. I did get a new one because I dropped my other one. So that sucked. Fazler 500 and 550 have that too. Okay, good to know. Okay, so it's not a total mystery. I have no idea what's going on with that Kickstarter. Put that citrus strip on and put the part in multiple plastic bags. Let it sit overnight. Yeah, I just use saran wrap. Same deal, right? I mean, it should be fine. It should be fine. Don't have to be sorry, dude. Good tips. Joe, I'm always asking in the group. That's good, man. People are helping. Gage worked out great. Gage worked out great. Jason's Garage, so satisfying. I use Super Clean all the time, and I use pickling vinegar for cleaning rust, and it works great. Totally. Vinegar works great. Works great. Absolutely. It'll work. It's a lot cheaper than Evapo-rust, too, but there's something about that shine you get out of that Evapo-rust. That wheel's going to be a mess. I don't even want to look at it. But there we go. Super Clean's been working. Grab myself some paper towels and see if we can knock out a bulk of it. Oh, wow. Yeah, look. It just is like, it melt right off in front of my eyes. Maybe I'll wipe this grease off of this and I'll decide I don't even need to paint it. It'll just look so good. Shoot, first indications aren't too far off, man. That's really thick grease down in here. Of course, you can always use just Dawn dish soap or whatever. I mean, any degreaser is going to work. Wow, that cover. This cover actually looks really good. It was just dirty. What's going on there? Going on there? That's going to be tricky to get into. I need a little brush. I need a little brush. A little brush. Where's my brush? That's not the brush. Where's the other brush? I have a brush. There it is. I knew it was a pink brush. Get in there. How'd I do with that? Spray a little bit more down in that thick area, but look at that, it cleaned up great. Yeah, Jacko, this stuff's amazing. Running out. I gotta go get some more. Running out. Gotta go get some more. Old toothbrush. Start cleaning this up. An old toothbrush. Whoa. Sorry about that. Don't know what this is. Again, I just really want to get this. I don't know. Oh God, darn, this looks great underneath all of the horror or all the grease. This actually looks really good. This could be a little bit wore out up in here. Well, hit it a little bit. Yeah, what I need is just a water bottle. I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle here real quick so I can just hit it with some quick sprays. Easy, easy. Getting some water. There. Man, I'm actually getting quite a bit done tonight. Hope you're having fun hanging out in the stream. I'm having a blast. I love these little adjustable bottles too, where you can do like stream or spray. Because like you can get this thing, just shooting stuff off of this thing. I got cardboard underneath here, so that should soak up most of it. But ooh, that oh man, this cover, it'll need to be repainted, but we're making fast work out of this with a little bit of Super Clean and a little bit of diligence, right? Just going after it. The other thing you can do to like get in some of these nooks, you can grab a Dremel. Can work really well. With like a Dremel with like a nylon brush. Oh man, this thing came really clean. Can you believe that? That's the same cover we were just looking at a few minutes ago. This would have been a really fun little time lapse. There's a couple little nicks, couple little scratches in it. I'll go ahead and repaint it because I did get, guys and gals, I did go, hey, Murph, I did find the original cloud silver paint. So I've got the right paint, all right? And for those of you curious, it is Honda Power Equipment Touch-Up NH35N. NH35M Cloud Silver Honda paint. And we're gonna have ourselves a perfect match. I love it when we can have like the Honda paint, right? Just the fact that it has comes from Honda, they still make it. It is available, you know. That's cool. Wow, this one was filthy, you know. I gotta get down into some of these little nooks down in here. That's where I get the Dremel out and just zip, zip, zip. Knock that out real quick. A little bit here underneath the bottom edge. And some cleaning. Yeah, it'll have to be painted again because this top edge is pretty bad. But all I'm really going for tonight is to get some of the citrus strip going on it. And start getting it stripped. That's the main thing. Because again, it'd be sweet to just do a painting day and just get that over with. So, okay, let me move this one out of the way for now. Let me put this over here. I mean, I could probably just what do you guys think? Do you think I have to strip those, or should I just light sand them and go for it? What's your opinion on that? Like, is it, oh man, this little water bottle just shoots. It's like target practice. You can just shoot the grease right off of this thing. Huh, wish you could see that as good as I can see what's going on there. A little better angle here. That's kind of fun. We just keep shooting this. Pull them up. Oh, we have to find ways to amuse ourselves, right? Oh, Murphy didn't like that. I think he got hit by a little bit of water. He's like, I'm out. Catch you later. I'll catch you after the live stream, Brian. I'm out. I'm not doing that. Yeah, these little jet bottles, man. Did the ticket, man. Yeah, engine fins. Engine fins. If you can find the right bit to get in there. For the engine fins, honestly, like if you could do like a soda blast or something, that'd be probably the easiest. There's a video on how I ended up doing engine fins on my channel. I'm pretty frustrated throughout that whole video because it's just a ton of work and it's miserable, but I used a putty knife and some really coarse 3M pads, and I don't think I had discovered Super Clean at that point yet. The other thing you can do, here, let me finish this real quick and then I'll show you one of the tools that really sped up my last engine cleaning, like where I was just getting into it and cleaning. Were these Nylonox brushes. I think I got a video about those too. I think that's in my engine cleaning video. Let me find one of those. I just saw one. There it is. So there's these Nylonox brushes. And they make this flat one. I got it at Home Depot, I think. Or maybe it was a Ace Hardware or something. But these would get down into those fins, and they just attach to a drill or a impact or whatever. And these would get down in there. And this worked really, really good. What were they, Nyalox? Yeah, Nyalox. 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 And here's another one. This one I used on like the whole kind of body, of it. These things pretty much indestructible. This worked pretty well on fins for sure, because you could get down in there, so could do that as well. They weren't too bad. I don't remember how much they were. David, your cat's name is Bradley? I got a friend named Bradley. David, if you put small parts in Ziploc bags with cleaner in it, the parts will clean up nice in the ultrasonic. Yeah, totally. And I'm totally with you. I need to start going through all the bag parts. I'm glad you said that, because I was going to use jars. But yeah, why couldn't I just use a plastic bag? Great, thank you. Thank you. That's super useful. I could just use some like heavy grade freezer bags. This camera bugs me because the mount, I gotta adjust. I can't just like move the camera. I bought this new camera just for giggles, I was like, oh, let's try that. Oh, I'm glad you're loving the stream. No, I'm happy to help. Just throw those questions out, and honestly, if I don't have the answer, somebody in the stream is gonna have it. But you really can't beat the Super Clean. Super Clean also makes an aerosol degreaser, which is really good. I don't have any, but it's the equivalent of this stuff, which you see quite a bit, the gunk. It's kind of an equivalent, kind of a foaming engine degreaser, which on that part, you might want to use something a little bit more aggressive than just this regular kind of pump spray bottle. Whoa! I just didn't want to break the end on it. And then here we go. So yeah, maybe go and get some of the foaming cleanser would work, and you're getting a boatload of like paper towels probably, or a boatload of old t-shirts or something, Well, this one cleaned up pretty damn nice too. Got just a little bit down inside of here. Yeah, a lot of grease right here. Try a little bit of this. Get the old brush out. See if we can knock this out. Yeah, oh my God. My hands aren't working tonight. I'm having these weird, like, oh. Nope, not gonna work, B. Not gonna work, B. There. That's much better. That's really where I need to be right now. So I think I'm going to force myself into some extra work here this weekend, I think, by starting to work this up. Okay, first things first, clean up my space just a little bit. God, it's going on 3 hours now. Crazy. Okay, I'm going to move these little pizza pies. Get them out of the way. They're going to be fine. Get this out of the way. Wish I had another little piece of cardboard. What do I got here? What do I got? I got a paper bag. Anybody remember that song Fiona Apple wrote? She wrote a song called Paper Bag. I remember that being a kind of a good song. I always liked Fiona Apple. I thought she was always an interesting girl. Or woman, I should say. Here we go. All right, let's get you over here. Let's do, I think the light's a little better for you over here. And boom, let's keep it going. Tom, I use the finest black diamond coal slag from Tractor Supply and a simple portable sandblaster from Harbor Freight. Made quick work of cleaning the fins. Awesome. Good. Just be careful with abrasives, that coal slag or whatever, on any mating surfaces on the parts. Because I've read, I have not experienced this myself, because I've never tried it, but it can pit the mating surfaces. You know, if you've got, your engine parts going together, it can be not good for that. So just be careful of mating surfaces, like where the parts of the engine go together. You don't want to get those. All right, let's use some of the citrus strip here. Start caking it on. I'm going to be careful around this rubber piece, because I'm not even really sure what that is yet. I will plead ignorance. And we're just going to give this a nice quick dab'll do ya. I'm hoping it's going to penetrate through here. I will tell you though, on the fenders, this cloud silver paint is on those fenders. That stuff, I had a hell of a time. Even sandblasting that paint off. That stuff was no joke. Like, no joke. That freaking, whatever paint was on those fenders, that was incredible. It was very long. That took me, I mean, it was pretty fast. I mean, but it still took me, I would guess 4 or 5 hours to do all the different parts that I had to do that day. And those fenders slowed me down. I thought I'd be done in a couple hours. And it took me the bulk of a day to knock that out. Don't worry about that seal. I've got a new seal. Go ahead and put that in later. Lather this stuff up on here. I'll make sure I'm getting everything hit with the citrus strip. Don't forget, hit that like button. Engage in the chat. It all helps support the channel. If you want a free sticker, head on over to keeponwrenching.com. I'm going to try to get some stickers out here. Probably not this weekend, but next weekend. So get on that. And just don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do that. I would love, I don't think it's going to happen, but I would love to get to that 10,000 subscriber mark at the end of the year. And the only way that I'm going to make that is if you get out there and start sharing that channel and, inviting your friends. Get involved. Yeah, Soda Blast is super gentle. You can use that on pretty much anything. I guess maybe what would the next step down probably be, like walnut blasting? That's like super gentle. I got some on that rubber piece. I didn't want to do that. See if I can wipe that off real quick. Not sure if this little rubber piece comes out or what's going on. I don't want to muck with it yet because I haven't really explored the engine components that deeply because I'm working on the cylinders right now. But yeah, I just don't want to get anything in that. So, all right, I think I'm going to put a little bit more on here. I'm going to put a little bit more on this side here. Because, again, this freaking cloud silver was really hard to sandblast off. I think this stuff is like almost bomb-proof. There's a lot of warnings on the side of that can, let me tell you that. I am really excited. I'm waiting on delivery of it. I'm actually kind of bummed it's not here yet. I ordered a fresh air respirator because I've been messing with a lot of different really toxic kind of stuff. And I've talked to a couple painters and they were like, oh dude, you got to get a fresh air respirator. It'll like change your life. So that was kind of what I gifted myself for Christmas. So when I'm using all these crazy epoxies and stuff like that, I'll have a fresh air respirator that I can kind of deal with. Tom, you agree? Yeah, I've heard that. It can really do a number on the mating surfaces. And some of those mating surfaces you can't sand flat, you know, because there's other pieces and stuff in there. So you just got to be extra careful. All right, let's get the old Saran wrap out. Let's cover these up and do that. I know this is thrilling stuff, but this is what it is, man. This is like live in the shop wrenching, man. I'm doing what you'd be doing. You know, if you're doing this. I love it when people are saying, hey, I'm going out to the garage to do this. Or I'm going out to do this right now. I just love that. I love it when people are like wrenching along. This one's going to take a few pieces, I think, to get that one covered up. But I'll come back out in the morning, or probably tomorrow night, most likely, and try and tackle a little bit of this. See, and again, to get this stuff off, what I'm hoping for, best case scenario, and I can put an update in the Keep on Wrenching group on Facebook, Keep on Wrenching community group. I'm hoping that if I just let this stuff sit and chill, that I'll be able to like just use a 3M pad and some hot water, you know, and get this thing done. And it should just peel off and be really, really quick. I've noticed in my efforts of using the citrus strip is it's just like it takes time. It's great stuff. I like that I'm doing this in my house right now, because typically any other time I'd be doing any kind of paint stripping or anything, you know, I'd be limited out in the garage, and, you know, it's winter here now. And that's, you know, getting the garage warmed up and all of that is just a whole other deal, you know. So I need just a little bit more, maybe one more wrap on this, and that one will be done. You know, like I try not to try to get the garage ready if I know I'm going to be out there like all day, you know, and that because it takes energy to do that, and you know it's not cheap, you know, to heat that stuff. So I'm just going to do this and flip this over, put a bunch of this in here, wrap that around. This should be fine. Just like that. And I want to do a couple more pieces on that one. Soda on carbs. I haven't heard that one before, David. I've heard like people, I think probably the number one comment that I get on probably like the engine fin video for sure is soda blast it. Just soda blast it. And it's like, dude, I don't have a soda blast. Just soda blast it. But I don't have a soda blaster. Just soda blast it. Seriously, just soda blast it. Or go get a soda blaster. I get that one a lot. It's like, well, have you priced a soda blaster? Soda blasters aren't cheap. I bought this like conversion kit when I was working on the 72. And I never could get it to like really work right. Like it was an abysmal failure, and it wasn't a really cheap thing that I had bought. It was a big failure. I thought, yeah, I got a soda blast kit. No, it wasn't quite right. The one I'd love, oh my God, if I had $1,000 right now, I would buy a vapor blaster. They have like a $1,000 vapor blaster cabinet kit I found online. Wow. That would be game changing for so many things. Cool. All right, so here's this. There's that. Ugh. And there's this. And there's that. Dun, 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 dun. So that's done too. Woo! Feeling pretty good. feeling pretty good about that one. I'm going to put this wheel back in the Evapo-rust because I don't really feel like dealing with that tonight. What else? What else? Oh, God, so much. Man, I'm telling you, though, like, once I get, like, all of this painted and ready to rock and roll, that Super Hawk is going to go together really, really quick. And then I just anticipate that then it's engine time. You know, so I'm kind of shooting to get the bike done and then get into the situation where I start hammering on that engine. I got everything squared away. I think I got the parts that are going to work, and I'm feeling good about that. So, cool. Whew. Yeah, David, the freaking, I can't wait to get it. I will for sure be doing a video on the fresh air respirator when I get it. It wasn't cheap, but I figured it's like, you know what, it beats like, you know, really screwing myself up, you know, in the future, you know, being, you know, like inhaling all, like, 'cause some of the stuff is pretty crazy what's going on, so. All right, 3 hours, 11 minutes, 16 seconds. Whew. We just crossed 11 o'clock p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Anybody have a, anyone not have a pin in the map? We do have the map that I always, for some reason, always forget about, man. Let me get this set up. We'll take a look at the map. And I just nuked my camera again. Keep doing that. That's really annoying. I have to get the lock strips back on here. I had these all locked in. It was great. I wonder if I just use this one for now. Quite the weird setup, huh? You know, it's pretty fun. This one should be working though. Boom. Boom. Throw your location in the chat box and we'll go ahead and get yourself a pin on the map. I love the map. The map's a lot of fun, and we've been adding quite a few pins to it. I'm not going to lie. It's been a little while since we revisited the map. So go ahead and throw those locations in. And I'm going to make sure my camera's not tangled up so that we can go flying around the world and finding all the keep-on wrenchers. Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Okay, awesome. Let's get into this. Let's do this. All right, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. All right, we're going to the browser. Because you know what? I don't know. All right, Tuscaloosa. Alabama. There we go. Where are we at? Tuscaloosa, Alabama. We are looking at, all right, West Central. West Central, Alabama. That's probably going to be about as close as I'm going to get on that one. So, West Central, Alabama. There's Atlanta. Right there. And Montgomery. Let's put you right there. How's that? That work? Tuscaloosa, Alabama on the map. Who else? Joe, we got Kansas City, Missouri. I think I can find Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas City. Right there, baby. Kansas City is in. I love the map too, Chris. I love the map. Map's freaking cool. Where are you watching the stream from? Let me know. We've had a ton of people roll through, man, on this thing. U.S., we're getting pretty represented. We got people down in Mexico. We got people down in Argentina. We've been doing stuff down in Australia. Australia and New Zealand. And we're also doing well across the pond. I think we have Germany, the Netherlands, Denmark. We got people, man. We got people. You want your pin on the map? Let me know in the comments or in the chat. Let me know in the chat where you're at. Let's get some pins. I got to get a bigger U.S. map. I made a big. I think I was thinking I was going to be way bigger than my channel actually is, and I thought I'd be global by now, but I'm not. But I got some cool artwork and stuff up in the shop too, just to make things kind of cool. There's Grandpa looking at the car. Got these cool vintage ads. Honda has the release. Absolutely love that. Oh, these Honda hats, man. These vintage shop hats. These are cool. I caved on an Instagram ad and bought one of these. If anybody's interested, I can share the link and get that out there. I'll put it on here in a sec. Got my art to kind of commemorate the 1972 CL350 project. David, we'll get Santa Cruz in there. We'll do that. Let's do that right now. Let me get this back up on the map. Santa Cruz, what part of the coast is that going to be? Santa Cruz. Let's go. Whoa, that was crazy. All right, so you are south of San Francisco in the Big Bay, south of San Jose. All right, let's get it in here. Let's get into the map. San Francisco. Oh, San Jose, it's on the map. Hell yeah, easy peasy. Let's get in here. San Jose representing. Bam. There we go. Added another Cali. Got another Cali. Dude, Joe, this hat's awesome. You got to see it. Vernon, British Columbia. Doc, let's get you on the map, man. Let's go back to the browser. All right, Vernon, British Columbia. Vernon, British Columbia. Where is this exactly? Okay, so a little bit northeast. Of Vancouver. That's probably like 1,000 miles though. It's a long ways. Kamloops, Kelowna. Okay, I think I can figure this out. Let me just look at the map. Oh, I put this map up too high. I thought I was like way shorter. Oh, Vernon's on the freaking map, dude. Oh, the buckets. Look at this. Oh, the buckets. Vernon is on the map. What is Vernon known for that would end up on my map? Right there. See that? It's on the freaking map. What are the odds of that? I'm pretty sure that says Vernon. Yeah, absolutely it does. Bam. You in, Vernon, on the map, man. Sweet. All right. Lismore, New South Wales. Hey, but you're an individual. Lismore, New South Wales. It's not every day we get the Aussies in here, man. Okay, so south of Brisbane, just south of Brisbane. Okay. Let's get it, dude. Let's get it. Let's get it, Frank. Actually, no. I don't have you on here yet. Kapow, just south of Brisbane, we got another one. Boom. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Woohoo. Welcome to the party. I love this map. This is super, super fun to kind of just see like where everybody's coming from. And I tell you, it really makes a difference too, like what time of day I stream. I streamed one afternoon one time. I think it was like a Saturday afternoon. And that's when I think I picked up those over across the pond. Except Charvel. I think he just watched. He's just a night owl. He's up all the time. But yeah, let me know where you are and we'll get you on the map. Ooh, that was fun. So now I got to show you the cool thing. And if any of you want to grab one of these, I'll try and find the link to what it was. But dudes, these hats are pretty cool. These hats are pretty cool. Okay. off with the beanie, and on with the vintage Honda garage cap. Look at that. I should just be wearing this on stream. That's what I should be doing. These things are cool. I got suckered into this off an Instagram ad. I wonder if I have the whole deal. Hey, if you're new to the stream, also, don't forget to go to keeponwrenching.com. Go request yourself that free sticker form at the bottom of the home page. I'll just send it to you. I'll just send it to you. Easy. Keeponwrenching.com. These hats are cool. I love them. They're like really laid back. And they got like a little pocket. You can put like a doobie in there. Whatever you want. Quarter to call home. I love how that's like Honda motor on the side. I think they were the 60s Honda garage hat, I think is what they called it. It was an official Honda product too. It had a Honda like memorabilia thing on it. If anybody wants it, let me know. I can post it into the Keep On Wrenching community group, because if you haven't already joined that group, I'd love to have you there, because this is like, you know, like somebody just said, this is an amazing group. So here we go. Oh my God, all these different things. Let's go. 434 members. Let me do a quick refresh. Let's see if we have any new members tonight. It's been a little slow on the members lately for the Keep On Wrenching community group, but I tell you, the 434 that we have in there are pretty awesome. We got a good group of people in this thing. Internet's dogging. Internet's dogging. No new posts. Oh, I think people can just join now. Facebook changed their whole deal. Ooh, what's going on here? John Matheson. Removing body paint from a 64 Vespa to get it back to original. Goof off remover and abrasive pad. Not perfect, but good patina, which is what I was going for. Look at that. Those are cool. Here we go. Crossover. The crossover question. That one generated some engagement in the group. Jacko, these switches actually worked out well. I'm going to keep these in mind, these Too Fast Moto switches. I mean, there's an original and there's a new reproduction. I mean, those look bomb-proof. Those look great. Jacko, thanks for sharing that in the group. I had no idea. I'd never heard of that company. There's Matt. Look at the CB100, 1970. Oh, I like it. Oh, man, I got one of those right behind me. Or actually, I got a 100 in the office, and then I've got the 125 in the shop. I gotta just bite the bullet and get that bike done. I just gotta get that red bike done. It's just sitting there. But yeah, man, if you haven't joined the group, please do. Keep On Wrenching community group on Facebook. We have a blast there. Go to keeponwrenching.com. Building out some resources out here. I've been really bad about building this. But 2022, I want to get back on the e-newsletter train, and also just go get that free sticker, fill out the form, and I will get those out. Doesn't matter where you live, man. I'll mail them. I've mailed them all over the world so far. And then also just don't forget about the YouTube channel, man. The thing is growing. We're doing awesome. Restoring vintage motorcycles one piece and video at a time. That was kind of the little slogan, I guess I came up with to just kind of quickly describe the channel. I think it does well. What do you think about that little tagline? I think it's good. So, yeah, let's see. Where was that one video? Oh, yeah, how to clean engine fins. This is one right here. Oh, my God, let's watch this for a second because I get, like, freaking angered.
Hey, guys, at BV Matson here.
I always recommend also playback speed on my videos should be 1.5
miserable
at
freaking
least.
Job of restoring a motorcycle. I'm telling you guys, I am at my wit's end, but I'm making progress. I just want to show you guys where I'm at on this thing. Now, I've been working on this thing and trying to find a method that gets me to where I want to be. Because remember where we were, and it might be totally unrealistic, but remember how freaking amazing all of this turned out? All right, it's amazing. I would love to get to that point on these fins. But guys, I'm telling you, it is brutal. All right, let me show you what I've been doing. one of the things that did help me quite a bit is I did get a little, like a brush set to be able to get in between some of these fins. Now, the problem is a lot of these brushes are a little bit too wide. You can't really get in there too deep, and you end up kind of ruining these bits really, really quickly. So that kind of blows.
Complete
kind
waste of time.
There's kind of like
Don't even waste your
plasticky
time.
one. There's some steel ones that I've been trying to stay away from, but then we've got our brass ones. But you can see, I mean, after using these just for a little while, they kind of go to hell on you. They don't really last that long. So I was able, to make some progress, with that and to get into some of these deep channels and things like that. All right, so here's where I'm currently at. I'm trying, but that's your side view. And man, it just drives me so crazy, to see that, just ugliness down in there, right? What do you think? Is that a big deal? Am I getting a little carried away here? Because honestly, I could just
worked really well. Let me see if I can quickly find that. So I know we spent some time talking about that. It would have been... I wish I could just search my own channel. It was like giveaway winner. Just trying to find here. God, there's so many sinking videos. Cleaning a dirty engine fast. Here it is right here.
Who are you? You look vaguely familiar.
Hey everybody, BB Matson here and cleaning engines, and I think I finally landed upon something that gets this done really, really quick. As far as a degreaser goes, man,
there
this
it
stuff
is.
is absolutely
there's that product I was
Saving
talking
me
about.
literally hours. Super clean, tough task cleaner, degreaser, dissolves grease, super easy, super fast, and tell you what, that is pretty darn accurate. This is making me fly through this 125S motor, and I'm telling you, the foaming action on this is what I love so much because, man, the fins are brutal, but man, the foamer actually gets down in there and you can clean it up really easy. Now, you hit this again because it's so satisfying to know that this is doing some damage. Now, here's the other item that I found to be absolutely
Here they are.
Nylox brushes. These are nylon brushes that go right under your impact driver. And I'm telling you, these bristles are long enough to get inside of all those fins, in around all of the little different bolts and nooks and crannies on these motors. I picked up kind of a cone, and then I picked up a flat to really get inside of those fins. And I'm telling you, it's amazing. The other night we worked on, during the live stream, we worked on this CB350 engine. That was in pretty terrible shape. And I'm telling you, we didn't work on this very long. But some of the results that I started getting on this were absolutely amazing. The Nylox, I think that's how you say it. They aren't scratching the surface. You never want to use like a steel wheel or a steel wool or anything like that on an engine. But man, super fan. I'm a super fan right now. And when you kind of take the Nylox and then you go over and you combine that with some Super Clean, you're going to make some progress really, really, really fast. I'm telling you, I always dread engine.
Yeah, man, that's the ticket right there. I'm totally convinced. Totally convinced. Yeah, good stuff. Okay. Oh, yeah, I need white Honda overalls to go with the hat. Honda Racing on the front. That'd be cool. I got to find something, like a vintage set of coveralls. That'd be sweet. Yeah, the switches look good, Doc. Totally. Yeah, I don't know if he put, like, how much those were or not. Joe, on the CB350, do the turn signal wires feed through the small side holes on the headlight bucket instead of the back? The ground wires, well, wait. Gosh darn, let me think. Yeah, they go back through the back of the light. Through the back of the light, the hole in the back of the bucket. For sure. David, I saw a Honda 125 supercharged drag racer. Jeez. Supercharged 125? Wow. I'm restoring a 63 Superhawk right now at the exact stage you are taking apart and cleaning. Haven't touched the engine rebuild yet either. Yeah, Tom. Let's stay in touch. Please. This is going to be an adventure. Ron, you won the Super Clean gift pack. That's right. That stuff's amazing. Excellent, excellent. I'm glad you won that. I need to reach back out to them. It's been a few months, I think. And, yeah, I should touch base. I'd love to get that back going because I'm a super clean man. I love that stuff. It's good stuff. Yeah, Joe, the turn signal wires, they go out the tube on the light and they roll through the fork gear. And then I think I've always just plugged them right through the back of the headlight bucket and then connecting into the blue 4 or the multi-connector for the blue or the orange. Yeah. Yep. Trying to think if it was different on the 70 versus the 72, though, because they did change. No, I don't think they did. Because the grounding post, man, I'm like having flashbacks trying to remember exactly how that goes. If it's an older one, I'm pretty sure it just goes through the back. Because it goes, yeah, because it goes through your fork here, and then it goes all the way through. Yep. Yeah, there's no way from the side. Yep. Cool, man. We just hit the 3 hour and 30 minute mark. How freaking crazy is that, man? 3 hours and 30 minutes? Jeez. I'm getting tired. Tomorrow's Friday. I got a lot to do, man. Work is like bumping, keeping busy every single day. I think I'm going to call the stream here. 3:30 is pretty good. I honestly thought I was only be going for a couple hours tonight. So good to be back. And I hope you all had, all the Americans, I hope you all had a good Thanksgiving holiday. And man, it's December. Can you believe it's December? I've only got a very short time before I need to get the Super Hawk ready to rock and roll. I want that thing on the road this spring. All right. Got to thank Pet Rooster before I go. Throwing the 1999 Super Chat came in tonight. Very, very cool. He fired off the Jack Bauer emote. Awesome. Love Pet Rooster. He's been a part of the community for a long, long time. And I want to thank everybody in the chat, man. I want to thank everybody who, participated in the chat, honestly, and the people subscribed to the channel and just people supporting all of this, okay? The number one thing that you can do to keep the channel going, keep it, not that I'm going to quit, I'm going to keep doing this. If 5 people were here, it probably wouldn't matter. But share the channel. Get the channel out there. If you see, like don't spam the channel. But if you're a part of a Honda group or something and you know I have a video that answers a question or something that somebody has, please copy the link and share that out there, get it out there. We're so close, man. I think we're like 740 subs away from 10,000. 10,000 subscribers. It like blows my mind. But we are really, really, really close. So let's go through everybody. Doc Jones Garage, awesome to have you here. Joe was in, Ron was in, Tom was in, David was in, Frank was in. Oh man, Chris was in, Avery was in. Oh man, we fired off a ton of chat tonight. Tom was in, Rich was in, M3. I'm glad. Good luck with those fins. Good luck with those fins. Go get those things, man. Those are no fun. No fun. My least favorite thing. Well, not my least favorite. I don't know what would my least favorite thing probably be. Cylinder O-rings. Cylinder base O-rings. I will never replace another set of those ever as long as I live. Unless I have to, then I'll do it. But yeah, Fezler was in for a while here. I think he's still here. Jacko was hanging out. David C. was in. Pat Rooster was in. Oh, man. Goes on and on and on. Richard Hayes was in. That's awesome. I just love seeing all the familiar names. Lots of new names coming into the stream, too. Michael Bloom was in. He was active in chat. Thank you so much. The more active you are, the better. Tula Tom. Thanks for being here. He is an awesome resource to the group. Yep. Gotta love Tula. And let's see, Zach Fender was in for a while. Lab Rat was in earlier. Douglas R. Ryan, that's a new person, man. Telling me to keep that gauge original. I gotta mail the owner of that bike some pictures of that. Pat was in. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And on Jacko, Pat, Lab Rat, repeated myself, but well, what do? I don't know. Jerry Hatley was in. Gage, he started the whole darn thing off. And then Don Horn kicked it all off. Jason's Garage kicked it off all in chat, but then Don Horn came in saying lots of people working on old bikes. Well, that's really what it all is. Again, if you haven't already, just please support what's going on. Go get that free sticker at keeponwrenching.com. Hit up the Facebook group, all right? Hit up the Facebook group, the Keep On Wrenching community group on Facebook. Hit the join button, all right? Or join it or invite it, whatever. Just get in here. 434 people. And don't forget about the YouTube channel. Please share it far and wide and get into some of these 400 plus videos about vintage motorcycle restoration. And we will go from There. All right, we're going to call this one at 3 hours, 34 minutes, and 44 seconds on a Thursday night on the East Coast, not East Coast, Eastern time zone of the United States. Everybody have a wonderful evening or morning or wherever you are, and I cannot thank you all enough for the support. This is so much fun. David, what size coverall would I wear? Probably an XL. Tail light bracket is black. Cloud silver is for the fender on the side cover. Nah, I love it. I got to take a picture of this before we go. You answered it. You answered the question. I've seen some conflicting stuff about that taillight bracket. So taillight bracket is black. Cloud silver is for fenders and side covers. Nailed it. Yep, that was the only one. Thank you so much. All right, everybody, have an awesome day. We will probably see you back here next week. I don't think I have anything crazy going on. But if not, I'll let you know. So, yeah. Thanks again. Awesome stream tonight. Have a great night.